Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Monday and also happy July. So glad you're with us as we kick off a brand new week, a brand new month, and incredible new jewelry to celebrate. And this is where we're going to see, of course, this is traditionally our weekly date where we all celebrate the biggest in markdowns for our Monday night. But being the beginning of a new month, we thought we'd really go all out, show you the best of the best, get you a lot of great special pieces that are brand new, but some extra important values because kind of feels like a holiday already with the holiday approaching. So I think that a lot of people are probably just kind of in cruise control this week. So we're going to start celebrating and start the party now. And we've got an incredible lineup to do so. So whatever it is that you're looking to add to the collection this summertime, July is here. We're ready to celebrate. We've got so many wonderful pieces for you that include some very important top of the hours. We're even going to see a Tanzanite that is to die for. It is a stunning 3-carat. It's the classic mounting. If you have to choose one mounting in the entire assortment to have a great Tanzanite in, I think this is the way to go. So it's not too late yet to get a blue wing block D, but I think that if you're not sure where exactly to go as far as style, we've got you covered tonight. But there's also going to be an incredible yellow diamond here. It's funny because it's sometimes interesting how a mounting can really change the look of the center stone. Isn't that the truth? So we're going to see a mounting that has a 1-carat yellow diamond, which we've seen many times before, but it's this brand new mounting that's going to make it look more important than any 1-carat yellow diamond we've ever had. Promise you that. So that's going to be exciting. It really ends up looking like an even higher end diamond for you. Then we also have, so there's going to be a ruby or 2 or 3 because obviously the month of July is here. So we're celebrating the July birthstone, which is the one and only ruby. It gets one and it's that important where there's no alternative. It's all about the ruby. So we'll have some specials there, but also if you're a fan of designer jewelry, it is going to be a night that you will love if you love those French designs that are inspired by the Panther looks. We've got a few Panther pieces here that are stunning and brand new, whether you're looking for a pendant, a brooch, maybe all in one. And then we also have a fabulous ring that's going to be that bypass Panther design for you, plus some blowout wheels, some diamond hoop earrings. I forgot my own today, so I said, well, you know what, it's a good thing you work for a jewelry company because I've got a 4-carat 10 diamond hoop inside out style that is going to be my go-to always when it comes to when my owner at home. This is the way to get diamond hoops. So if you've been missing out on the classic, you know what, it's been actually a long time since we've seen any diamond hoops here. So maybe, just maybe that's what you're looking for, the 410s that are the oval. And then of course they said, well, we don't know, would you like the 336s or the 410s? Well, I said, I'll take them both. I'm not one to say no to a hoop ever. So that's going to be coming up as well. Those are 2 of our biggest carat weights, but in totally different styles. So how do we do that? You'll see. Plus we have maybe the prettiest ring I've seen in a long time to kick us off. I'm not kidding you. This next ring, the first ring, is the only way to start. It is a big celebration of thanks for being here right at the beginning. Thanks for being ready to go. And of course, please, oh please dial in. I would actually feel confident saying that any jewelry lover should dial in, having not even seen the ring, because I think it's just that stunning. And I know the price is right. So are you ready to get started with a big Monday night? Here we go. Look at this. Prettiest ring ever? What do you think? I don't know. I think it is. I think so. It is absolutely stunning. Yes, I love a trillion cut anyways. But oh my gosh, this color, the cutting, the stone, the design, everything about it is pretty perfect, right? And it's going to be at number 1124654. And check it out. It's all in 14-karat gold. That is a 148 trillion cut Congolese, the brightest we've seen yet. I mean, we know this stone has a very similar look to the Paraiba, the world famous copper bearing stone, right? That's why it is so beloved here. That's why we can keep them in stock. That's why they all go. But here's the thing about this one. I have never seen one this bright. It's not just a function of the cutting, which is a carat 48 stone, by the way, in the carat weight and 7 points in diamonds that wrap around it in that bypass formation. This is about the highest level of neon I have seen yet. I have had probably, if I'm estimating, I probably had 80 or 90 different Congolese stones. Every which one of them has sold, by the way. I have not had a Congolese ever stick around, and that's especially more so the case when it's the really deluxe blues and greens like you see here, where it's really 50-50, but it's also the brilliance, it's the brightness, it's the inherent neon this stone has. and then the way it comes to life with that cutting. I'll tell you, we have nobody on the phone lines yet. I know this is going to be a very, very interesting week ahead. There's got a lot going on. We got a lot of specials. We've got, of course, a lot of people on the go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to dial in if you halfway like it, because the price tag is going to be so right. We could easily ask for $4,000, and I think it would go. I don't think there's a doubt in anybody's mind that it would if it was $39.99, because the stone is immaculate. It's bright. It is lively. It is exactly what we look for, not just in tourmalines, but in the copper bearing specifically, that we want to have the most pop, the most brilliance, the most neon. This has it. We've had literally dozens and dozens. Never have we had one that does what this does. I'm going to try it on the hand. This also is a candidate for, I would say, even, it's a little more stylized, so maybe pinky ring all the way over to the thumb ring, just because it has that little wraparound bypass design that works for that. Let's take a look at it here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you on the hand, but we're going to get it a well under $3,999, of course. I'm just going to try it on here because that's usually what we do to give you a little sense of the scale and the size there, but check that out. And of course, two ways to wear it. You can wear it with the stone up top or up bottom, whatever you want to do, but it's not going to be $3,000, I can tell you right now. So come on in. Let's see who wants it. What if I make it under $1,000? Just because, you know, Markdown Mondays, brand new items, doesn't mean that we don't mark those down too. We have to. It's every single piece, whether it's a request, whether it's something that you've seen before, or if it's brand new. You have got to get the greatest markdown, and you will. It's not $1,000, it's not $999. We're going to make sure this goes, and that's how we're going to work this. So there it is again, and look how stunning that is. I mean, seriously, have you ever seen a congolese look that good? And I know we have trillion lovers, besides myself, who really go crazy for a trillion cut stone because, well, you see, it's really the liveliest way, and that's a really smart decision the lapidary made to say, we see the brightness, we see the neon, let's just emphasize that with the trillion cutting and just magnify it. And by the way, it's not $888 either. So I'm here to blow out jewelry. What do you guys say? You ready to shop? I think I'm ready to shop with you, although the truth is, you know I'm never going to get this. What's that? You can. But can I save them more money, Jess? It's already sold. It's already spoken for. Can we do it for $799? Because I promise you markdowns, and I mean it. We're going to do that all night long. So $799, that's gone already. Congrats. It was gone before we marked it down. Thank you so much. And then here we go. So being that it's July and celebrating the July birthdays, as this earring could tend to do, but of course, I don't think you need to be a July birthday to appreciate and love a Burma ruby. We have them in earrings here in that gorgeous leverback style, and this is amazing. I've got a carat, oh, let's see, 73 points in the oval rubies here. Come on in, you see how the show's gonna go with these markdowns, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens again and again and again, so just in case you're hesitant to say sold, because you think the price isn't the lowest drop price yet, well, you just saw what I did. She said sold, I gave it to him, we still marked it down, what, 200 bucks extra. So you're always gonna get the greatest values, always, every time. Here we go, one pair stays in white gold, just as they are. They're all in 14 karat white gold. You get 73 points in these Burma rubies that are just absolutely glowing. And then you have the stack, which I think is so elegant, where it's that big baguette and then that round brilliant right up top. But it's just meant to give you just a subtle drop, nothing that's gonna be that big swinging movement of a chandelier earring, so they're still extremely wearable. I have to warn you, it's one pair, it's $44.79 is the number. That is also a more likely price tag for those earrings, but they're not gonna be. So this is where we take it all the way down. You get the 73 points. Again, that's meant to be the stones that are gonna give you right about just like light half carats on each side. Then you have the diamond weight. Again, it's only 4 diamonds, they're bigger, 9 points, but don't get distracted by the fact that there's just those 4 bigger stones. And then you have also this subtle drop, which I'll show you here from a distance away so you can see what that's all about. It's a really pretty leverback style. It's a great look. Let's show it here from a distance, and then you'll see him on the ear as well. But that's going to be, there you see it. It's about 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. And this is just, again, really easy to put on and really secure because it's all that self-contained, self-latching earring, if you will. And as we take a look at the close-up to see the quality of that ruby, I will pop one on for you, and then we'll see who's got them, because they are also going to be under $1,000. And maybe not everything will be, but you know what? We're going for it as much as we can, as often as you'd like. Look at that from a distance away so you can just get a little idea of what they look like from a distance, just to see that drop. So again, it's kind of taking that beautiful larger stone presence, just putting it right below the piercing, right below the lobe. So just a nice subtle drop, but again, very easy to wear, and they're not $9.99 or anywhere close to that. So here's your chance to pick them up. They're not even $888 or $777 or even $699. There's one pair. They stay in the white gold. They're just ready to go. They just ship out right to you. and then you are living in your rubies. And think of, I know this is my favorite month of the entire year by far. My absolute favorite month, no doubt about it, because it's like everybody I love has got a birthday this month, it seems like, just about. So it's really fun. It's just like birthdays all month long, and it's really fun. And again, it's just that celebratory time where it's, you know, festive anyways, being summertime. So I love celebrating ruby, and I love when we showcase the best of the best, which is all we do in Burma. So back to the wheel we'll go. It's not even $699 for the pair. This is just some really serious value all night long. And what can I say? Giving jewelry away like we are accustomed to doing. It's our weekly Monday night to do that, where we take them all down. And this one's going to be, you know what, make them $599 instead for that one pair alone. That's going to be it. We do have a new coonsite in an emerald cut, super affordable. I do have some star ruby too. So it's not just about faceted material. We love a good faceted Burma stone, but we're also going to see the phenomenal version of that. And then we have, oh, you know what else? I meant to mention this earlier because a couple of weeks ago, I brought you some really, really cool earrings that were those 4-carat, all different colors of diamonds. Do you remember them? All the natural colors of diamonds, no white diamonds at all. Well, there is a pair that we got. We have another pair here. So we heard ya. We know there was a wait list a mile long. I was able to get another pair for you, and they're coming up. So we will have them. I know there were many, many of you that missed out. Let me know if you'd like those. We're going to keep on moving. I'll just break it up from the earrings just really quickly here. So show your ring. And speaking of different colors of diamond, we've got something here, 1124,853. Look at this. This is special. This is beautiful. Now, we just talked about the fact we're going to have an earring with a lot of different colors of diamonds, but they're all smaller rounds pave. This ring is different. And that's because, well, especially your different colors of diamonds, your champagne and your yellows, well, they're the big ones, and they're the fancy cuts as well. And then there are rounds mixed in. It would have been easier to do it the other way around, but no. We got you the big stones and the fancy cuts in the fancy colors, including, let's start at the top there, that big champagne marquise cut. That's big time. This is platinum, by the way, so you've got a platinum setting, which is beautiful. The way it takes a geometric shape in the beginning, right? Really kind of puzzle pieces these stones together, but still leaves a little bit of open work inside. And you've got that special look with a carat 58 in total. So we don't have a breakdown on each individual diamond, but you see the white diamond round brilliance really probably comprise of 20 or 30 points only. So you figure among the other big stones, which is a white, 3 yellows, and a champagne, it really is going to be accounting for about a carat and a quarter of that rest of that weight. So you figure, I'm just doing a rough estimate here, but you figure if you got a carat and a quarter, on the average, that's going to be about quarter carats each there, somewhere between, and obviously the marquise would be a little bit bigger, maybe the pear-shaped yellow at the base is a little bit smaller, so on average, quarter carat stones or so in a platinum mounting. Is that not pretty? Where you've got the neutrals, they're still all neutral, whether it's champagne or yellow or golden, it's still all that neutral look, so it's still going to go with absolutely everything that you wear, but it presents more as a cocktail ring as opposed to one individual stone, right? We all know how difficult it can be to afford one individual stone, whether it's a white diamond or a color of diamond. Well, this is the way you can do it very easily, and a carat 58, watch this price tag. This is a really new, super cool piece, sits beautifully on the hand. It kind of puts it all as a mosaic together, still sits really low profile on the hand, so you're not worried about, is it sitting up too high? Is it impractical to wear? It's just really easy that way. Let's try it on for you as well. And here's what it looks like on the hand. Boy, there's a lot of platinum here too. Do not mistake the fact there's a little open work to the fact that it's, again, that dense metal we love in platinum, so it's got a great weight and feel. And you can see overall kind of a diamond shaped type of design. And then all your different stone cuts within it. Shouldn't that be the $59.99? Yes. And anywhere else you would be shopping, in retail, etc., that would be something that'd be about 5 or 6 times that price. So you're figuring, okay, this is TVON, it's a Monday night, we got a brand new one of a kind, and she's got to move jewelry fast, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. And do you see that? Different tones of yellows. Do you see the 3 primary yellow stones there? Let's look at the right side there. It's going to be a little bit more of that yellow champagne than true canary yellow at the base, at the bottom there at the 6 o'clock. Then over at 9 o'clock, you've got another marquise. That's also just a little bit darker than the canary. And then, of course, the big marquise is that champagne. And then notice there's a pear-shaped white diamond between your 2 yellows here on this side. So that's where, again, when we talk about the 5 stones that are the larger, that's really where we're getting that. Don't discount that white stone there in the far about the 4 o'clock position. So here's what we're going to do. We've got one. It's that $59.99 price tag, or we can just change it just to move a lot of one-of-a-kinds tonight, which is always the aim and the goal. Let's make it really simple and easy, and it's not even going to be close to even $3,000. You got your half off mark there already. already. This is a one only. We've never had anything like this. Think of all the great jewelry we brought, all the great jewelry we share, and yet never had anything like this. We usually are just a lot of smaller stones or one bigger stone. Very rarely do you get a lot of bigger stones together in this mosaic style, but that's gonna be what makes it so incredibly, I think, popular, is that it looks different from what we typically have, really gives us a totally different vibe and look to it. It's not even $3,000 or $29.99. So come on in, stays in platinum, so it's gonna be that white metal contrasting with those stones, which is what I would absolutely recommend if I was making it from scratch anyways. And it's also not even $2,500 for this incredible amount of diamond weight, and all of that. How about let's just make it $1,999 instead to get what are really big center stones there, as I'm calling them, because they really are. They could all be, and think about what it would cost you for a second. If I had 1 by 1 by 1, 5 different rings with larger center stones, we've seen them before, like quarter to 30 to 40 pointers. If it's a yellow or champagne or a fawn diamond, you've seen them here. You know what happens when we get into those bigger center stones. This is like having 5 put together in one ring for $1,999. So that's really, really important. So only going to be that one, 10 seconds remaining, and that'll be that. So $19.99. Then we've got, let's just bring out the 4 carats right after this, because we'll go kind of keep the theme going here with the mix and a really, really, really special look. So, and here we are. Oh, that's a really, really good ring. I mean, just again, very different. It has every hallmark of a custom made piece, and it is special. So, okay, let's get to our earrings, because I know these are going to look familiar to a lot of you, because there were so many of you that missed out on this kind of look here. And this is where, again, we had never brought you anything quite like it. And this is the pair you will receive. It is an omega back, first of all. So I know that's kind of the magic words when it comes to earrings. We never see enough. According to you all, we never see enough of the omega back style earrings, but we have them here. And they look absolutely fantastic. Now I'm putting them actually base to base here. You'll see them, and we'll show them how they look on the ear, of course. But it's going to be overall like a square cushion shape. It's 112, 44, 54 here, and it's special. It's really special. You might remember these, but this pair in particular has a lot of those. You know, the last ones we had more yellows and green centric, more champagne centric. Do you see the reds, the purples, and the pinks here? Which there are more of. That was something you'd asked for. So we actually went back to the designer, said we need, now unfortunately I only got one more pair. I know we needed a bunch. I know we don't have a lot of these to go around. This is the challenge here, okay? We had a pair, this is probably going back 3 weeks ago or so. We had a pair, they were incredibly popular to the point where we had, I'm not kidding, we had dozens and dozens of you miss out. And so we wanted to try, and this is what we always do. We always work so hard, whether it's our piece or an outside designer, always working hard to try and bring you what you might miss out on, when we know it's usually impossible to actually recreate these one-of-a-kinds to their exact. We certainly, in this case, almost upgraded you, because in this case, we have more of what we really, really love, which is the super rare, like the pinks and the reds and the purples, instead of just concentrating on the yellows, the champagnes, and the golden color diamonds. So you're seeing more presence of that, but it's still 4 carats overall in what is a larger button style earring. So it's pave all around this square cushion shape. It is that omega back, so they're super easy to put on, easy to wear, but that omega back is there. It can only be used for a bigger earring, number one, and it really should be used for a bigger earring, because it's what's going to keep it upright and out facing out to the world, so that it doesn't do that. We never want our big earrings to lean or droop or lob forward. Those are not any words I don't think as women we want to hear or be referred to at all in any way, shape, or form, right? We don't like the lean, the drop, the droop, all that stuff. So we want our earrings to be upright, facing out to the world. So take a look at this. This is going to be our 4 carats, and yes, more intensity of these more exotic colors. We love the yellows, don't get me wrong. We love the greens, we love the champagnes, but look at the amount of purples, pinks, and really the one that I'm eyeing here is right down here. That one's more or less a red diamond or so, and these are all natural. And there's even a few green blues there as well. So it's a nice big earring. Just one pair. They stay in the yellow gold. They're, by the way, 14K, of course, and it's special. It really is. So here's what I would recommend. Call me early and we'll help you out, because this is very, very important. And so here's what we're going to do right now. And I'm going to show them to you from a distance in case this is your first time seeing this earring on the air. Just know that they were incredibly popular. Now, why would a 4 carat earring be popular besides just the beauty, the rarity? They're not popular here in TVON world unless there's also an incredible value associated with it. That's the difference maker here, and this is how they're going to sit. You'll see one on. But let me show you the presence they have, where you've got that entire length, and of course it'll be the same width-wise, where they're a little over a half an inch. This puts them at the 5/8 of an inch mark here, from top to bottom, side to side, but it really is your go-to. It is that exotic way. Of course, white diamonds would go with everything. I'm wearing gorgeous white diamond earrings here from TVON tonight, but this is where we'll go back to the wheel and we'll show you one on. It's got a great finishing, which I'm going to pop in for a look before I try one on for you, just to show you that's an undergallery in an earring. It's not even necessary, but it's there because we want to do, obviously this is a designer that does everything to the highest degree, to the highest level, to that stunning element where that's what it's all about. Now here's what they look like on, and this is where the phone lines are really going to light up. And remember, you got to dial in because you see how quickly everything is going. So make sure you're on the line. See what I mean about completely upright and out to the world? You see that? How they just face completely out. They don't fall forward. They don't lapse in any way. They don't turn. This is where it is all sitting so that all your onlookers, all your admirers of your jewelry are looking at this gorgeous platform of pave with all these different colors that are just, they give it almost a dimension and texture because they're different colors as well, all put together. So here's what I've got. The value of a lifetime. Maybe you didn't see these a couple weeks ago. Again, this is another pair we brought in. This is one pair only. When they're gone, they're gone. Let's go back up close and show you. So you can see the beautiful melange, the great collection. That's really what this is. It's an entire collection of diamonds, and we don't have a caller on the phone lines yet, ready and waiting for these, when we know there were so many of you that missed out the first time around. So please do not wait. Want to make sure you get them. The value is incredible. What should 4 carats in white diamonds go for? White diamonds not being nearly as exotic as these are. We know that. There's not a white diamond in this entire assortment. It's all exotic colors, every one of them, all natural. By the way, if you're new to our show, we are not somebody, or we are not a network or a company that carry treated diamonds, okay? In the exception of black diamonds, which are rare around here because those are always that way, these are fancy colored diamonds that are from the earth, mined that color. They're not just natural diamonds, because you can do that, still mine a natural diamond and then treat it to give it a color. That's not what we have here. These are all natural. So those pinks, those purples, those reds, those greens, those blue greens, those yellows, and those champagnes are all natural, and then they have to be skillfully put together so that it looks right and presents properly to the eye. It's not going to be $4,000. That is what would be the most incredible value if those were basic white diamonds. I know, shame on me for saying basic white diamonds, but that's the truth in comparison with what we're looking at. There is nothing, a white diamond is not going to be the same price as any of these exotic colors, and you have a collection of them. Looks like you've been stashing away diamonds from a private collection for decades, and then finally said, okay, let me pay a designer to put another $20,000 into designing them, putting them together, and actually setting them by hand into gold. They're not $4,000. We have one pair. Come on in. They're in yellow gold. They'll be right out to you because no sizing needed, being that it's an earring. It is that beautiful post that's towards the top of the earring as well. So they have that little bit of drape, but again, it's not a drop earring, okay? And it's also going to be better than $4,000, which shouldn't even happen on commercial grade white diamonds. We're at that commercial grade white diamond price. So when you get something like this, and it's not going to be 4 or 3 or even $29.99, and you see this collection, that's pretty amazing. All you have to do is dial. Look at the purples. Look at the pinks. Look at all the different colors, the yellows, the greens, the blues. It's all there. And it's not going to be $29.99. Excuse me, but this is pretty incredible. And all we need to do right now is blow them out, which is what I will do. I'm going to honor the price tag we did weeks ago, even though this is an upgraded version. More of the colors that are rare, more of the colors that are unique. And I'm telling you, you will marvel at these every time you put them on and take them off. I think you're going to just admire their beauty, their richness, and all the different colors you're getting in one earring. 4 carats in diamonds for $3,000. That shouldn't be happening. It's going lower. They're not $2,500. They're not $24.99. I've been doing this a long time. We know where diamonds go. We know what a deal is on diamonds. We know what that should be. This is entirely the exotic colors of the world. All Argyle mined, by the way, which is a mine that shut down a good couple years ago. So there's no going back to the Argyle mine. There's no replenishing that stock, which, keep in mind, we're the best of the best in the world. And you're also not even paying $24.99 for the earring. 4 carats in diamonds. I wish I could do white diamonds for this price tag, and I can't. I have white diamond hoops that I'll show you today. There's 4 carats in those. It's actually $410. Well, guess what? They're not as affordable. And that's our go-to every day, brought them a million times, great value, but they're not this price. So this is where it is a true literal upgrade. They're not even 24, so we have already got some verifications going on. And we know there's only one pair. And if you're thinking, well, it's okay, she brought them back once, I'm sure she'll bring them back again. This is what I was told. There will be no more. This was a huge favor. And again, the designer upgraded them for us, made them lickety split so that we could have them back for you. And they're not even $24.99. This is amazing. It really is. It is amazing. But you got to call me, because if you don't, you're going to miss the boat. And then you're done and gone. And oh my gosh, you're always thinking back, and that's haunting you. That 4-carat natural diamond earring is haunting you. We don't want that to happen. Jewelry should be what dreams are made of, not what nightmares are made of. And that's where, again, if you miss out, it's the latter. We want to make sure you get them. They're not 24. They're not 23. They're not 22. This is one of the greatest values I've seen or been able to present to you. So we're not even doing 22, 21, $2,000 they're not. I just got to say, if you want a lot of diamonds, or maybe you just are a reseller, maybe you're one of those like, I'm like a vulture for shopping and I know the good deals and then I'm a reseller, do that. Because you will not find anything else like this value. Trust me, I've looked, I'm in the business, I surround myself with jewelry every day. Even when I'm not here, I was surrounding myself with jewelry. So let me just put it that way. There's no break from the jewelry, and I wouldn't want it any other way. It's not even $2,099. We're going to blow them out right now. Let's make them $1,999 and truly make that the best value. I know you could probably tune out and go, you know what, I saw the best value of the night. That might be the case. That might be the honest to goodness truth is that's got to be the best value we have tonight. Take a look and we'll see who's got them. Let's see. Is it Jess, or is it, let's see, maybe Sean or Tim, or could be Wayne. We got a lot of callers on the line. Thank you so much. So we'll see who's got them first. Yellow gold only. That's how they stay. And then we're going to be moving right along. So congrats if you got them. They're fabulous. Look at the greens. Look at the yellows. Every different shade of the yellow diamond is there too. That's what gives it, it's the pave texture quite literally, but there's almost a textural effect to the different colors of the diamonds and the way they interact together. So that's really, really important. Sean, are you on something else? Okay, new customer, get them registered, let me know. And then Wayne, you're on something else? Thank you so much. So here we go. We're gonna move on. I got a Panther ring. Okay, this is where it becomes really difficult to do these shows because I really, really wanna be shopping right now. And having looked at a lot of Panther jewelry over the weekend, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the one that I would just do anything to get. Well, let's just go ahead and blow it out for you. Let me know who's got those. I think they're verifying. We'll see who's got them. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the 3 classics here in stones, really. I mean, this is going to be a very special Panther piece where it's 11240, 794. Heads up, it's a one only as well. 18 karat is how we start. You've got that great look. Then it's the 2 Panthers coming together. So I love that, just the way they come together and they interlock, and that's a great look, and it's a bypass. So it's going to make for a big ring. But it also is 18 karat. We're going to break it down as far as carat weights, but you do have the 3 classics, is what we refer to in the industry as the big 3. It is the emerald, the ruby, the sapphire. And then we're going to throw in some diamonds as well, which we'll show you when we angle it. But here are the breakdowns on carat weights. This is more about the gold presence. And it's not meant to be a ring that's here to give you the big, bold carat weight. It's about the artistry in how it's made and put together, in how it's designed, so that you can get this spotted Panther look, which of course is unique in the sense that it's got texture to the way the gold is made, but then it's got those different stones mixed within. There's the red and the blue. Those, of course, rubies and sapphires, all part of the corundum family. At the top of the head, that there's the emerald on each side, so they've matched it up, and then I know you're seeing the diamonds there as the eyes. Those fierce, bright, brilliant eyes. So we've got 7 points in emerald, 28 points in ruby. And then you're going to get a sapphire weight here, which is going to be 31 points. And then you have the diamond accents at 2, because that's just going to be the eyes there. And then, of course, this is all 18 karat gold. So really, really good look. I suppose we could just add them all together, too, if there's not really room. So we've got, again, 28. Rubies is 28, 31 on the... So just all the corundum family, let's just put it that way, is 59 points in the corundum. So that's all the same family, so I feel like those should be put together. So 59 points in your rubies and your sapphires. And then, of course, we have the emerald at at 7 points because they're only the 2. And then we have the diamond weight at 2 points. So really nice collection of different stones, really beautifully done. Here's the scale. You've got to see the size because that's what's so impressive here. And we're still going to size it for you where it's a smaller size now. Chances are we're adding a lot of 18 karat gold weight because again, you see from the color, it is that 18 karat gold that is very discernible even from a distance away. The difference between 14 and 18 is something that is noticeable to the jewelry lover for sure. And we're going to make it a 1 only. Of course, well, that's no choice on that. I'd love to have 10 of these, but we don't. So 1, and then of course, I love it because this is the perspective I see. And as you, the wearer, when you get this at home and you're wearing it every day, no matter where you're wearing it on the hand, we look at it so often from these angles here where this one is meant to show you there's the outside and the inside. So you as the wearer are always looking down and seeing the Panther face. And so is everyone else because of the way this is set up as this kind of wraparound bypass design. We have one. Does anybody love it? Because Panther jewelry has been super hot here. Go ahead, Tim. Did you have a question? Okay, so keep me updated, guys, on quantities and what's going when, because I know we have some pieces from earlier that are no doubt going now, because we just have late arrivals to the show, because you probably went, oh yeah, shoot, TVON, I forgot, Monday, oh yeah. So TVON, yeah, we gotta see what the markdowns are up to tonight. Well, on brand new jewelry, no less, like this great designer piece, and by the way, all of that happening, your big 3 stones, another piece that is classic and goes with everything. This could have been made 100 years ago or could have been made a couple weeks ago because it's that icon of designs and motifs that we know, at least most of us in the know understand, that look usually equates to dollar signs. A lot of them and big ones, and a lot of zeros and a lot of commas and the whole thing. Instantly recognizable as one of the greatest designer motifs that a well-known status designer does, but of course there are other designers who do it just as well using the same materials, but just get the price way down. And that's what we're doing right now. So you don't have to pay $80,000 or anything like it. We're gonna blow it out right now. The very first caller will take it. And you know what? Not even $8,000. So that would be your 90% off retail, which, by the way, jewelry stores don't do 90% off retail. I've not seen one yet that does 90% off sales. That would be fabulous. If there ever was one, I sure hope I'm there. But that's usually something you see in a dreamscape. This is different, and it's not going to be $8,000. This is real life. And yet you just need to be on the phone lines quickly if you want it, because it's not even close to $8 or $4 or even $2,000. So we've taken the 90% off price, and then we've cut that by 75% off. Do you have this one already? Tim, who is that? Because you know why? It's not even $19.99. Take another $500 extra off for her and make it $14.99. And it's already gone because it was gone when she loved it at $3,000. So there you have it, or rather $4. So either way, big savings, it's gone. Congratulations. Let's get to our one and only emerald cut coonsite here. This one's fabulous. It is a more simply stated way. I know most of our emerald cut coonsites have been very large. And by the way, there's more Panther jewelry. It's just not rings. We've got a necklace, pendant, brooch, that kind of thing. We've even got we've got our first, I think this is the first white gold Panther we've had. Most of them have been yellow historically. Look at this though, satin finishing. Hello, look at that, just cruise on by. Oh, look, he looks like he wants to take a bite out of the coonsite. Look how gorgeous that is. Something about those burnished white diamonds in a satin finished, lots of metal there. Lots and lots of 18 karat white gold and the ruby eyes. Okay, so that's one of my other Panther pieces tonight. So just say the word if you'd like to see that soon. But here's our Afghan coonsite for now. 4662 is the number. That's a 644. Has 11 points in diamonds. So we kept this one simple. Kept it simple, kept it classic, kept it really sleek and nice. And then of course you've got it's a 644 center, and that actually it's still big, but a lot of the emerald cuts we've seen have been 20 carats, 15 carats, 10 carats. This gets you a little more wearable, but take a look at the neon. It's casting on that wheel below. It's 11 points in diamonds on this one. They just end up being rounds that look like trillions, really, because of the way, and you'll see it here from a distance, they really do look like trillion cuts because what's happening is the rounds are put together on either side. So they give it that balance. Now, this is the perspective I prefer for any neon stone, but especially the coonsite, because you're really seeing the purples and the blues come through in addition to the pinks, and you're getting that further away look, which actually gives us a little lesser light. So that's actually a more true to life color you can expect to see when it's at home and when it's on your hand. And the best part is it's not going to be $29.99. Let the markdowns continue, right? It is a beautiful welcome into July, and we're so glad you're with us. There's something just, I don't know if it's just me, but there's something about a new month starting on a new work week, like a Monday start of a month. I don't know. It feels like all is right with the universe and all the stars are aligned, and it's just for a moment like everything's in concert. But this is a very special piece, and what a way we're celebrating here. With some big values, it's not even going to be $2,000 or $19.99. So come on in on the early side. And we have a lot of coonsite lovers out there, but we just don't see too many of this shape and size together. So it's a really good way to go, especially when it's under $1,500 as well. So taking it below where I could ever imagine it going. And don't forget, we have a big blue wing special coming up in a little bit. We're about an hour away from that, not even. And then we do have a little ruby special I put together for you for the beginning of July, plus Savorite, plus Tanzanite earrings. Haven't even mentioned those returning Asher cuts. They're here. So all that and more. But first we got to get the coonsite out. So $14.99 no, $13.99 no. Let's just keep going. Make sure everything gets a home. It's not even $13.99. We'll make it $12.99 instead. And that'll be, let me tell you, it's a stone to own. If you're at all attracted to that color, there really is no other gem that delivers quite that color. I've been a fan of the stone for a long, long time, but when you see our material, it really just brings it up to that highest level where, again, it's more blues and more lavender purples and this neon type of violet color than it is light pink, which is really what takes you to higher quality coonsite, that's for sure. And so that's what we're delivering right now at $12.99. So let me know who's got it. And then we're going to show anybody interested in that Panther brooch in the white gold, or maybe you prefer the yellow. There's a reversible style. Now, most of the time when you buy jewelry and you invest good money into fine jewelry, you have one way to wear it and only one way to wear it. There is something very, very impressive when you're going to invest into a piece, especially one as iconic as a look like this, which the last time I had anything of this design, we needed about 2,000 of them and I had 2 different designs. That was it. Watch that. That's a lot of gold. So shout out to all my bold gold lovers out there. This is going to come with this great chain. You get that Panther design, all mirror finished gold. That's all solid, stunning. 18K with the diamond eye. Look at this though. What just happened? From one flick of the wrist, I have a totally different look with the satin finishing, with the bigger fancy cut diamonds that are princess cuts, and it's in satin finished. And no matter what, the bail is done in diamonds, no matter which. Plus, we're doing the chain as well for free, which is really, truly worth the price of admission. It's a big box link chain that's adjustable. So this is something I got to share it with you right now, because just seeing that, there has got to be one caller within the sound of my voice who is saying, that's for me. And I remember when they had something similar and I missed out. Look at this, 2 ways to wear it. You didn't go out and spend $28,000 on one style, which would be that one, by the way, and then go spend another $80-some thousand on this style and have to spend both because you couldn't decide. You get them both, and those huge diamonds are impressive. So this is just it from a distance, and I've got to show you the size because we're going to start there. 112-4861 is your item number. Let's start and begin with the size here, which is going to be from the tail to the bail. It's going to be 2 1/4 inches. That's the entire length of the piece, either side. However, it's solid 18 karat gold, including the chain, which is adjustable. So it's a chain you will use with other things as well. But that is 18 karat. The item number is 4861. It is 18 karat gold. There are 71 points of just the princess cut diamonds, which you see are through the body of the satin finish side here. And then you've got the diamond eye, which is the round brilliant. The diamonds round brilliant are going to be in the bail as well. And then it's reversible, which I don't think there was any mention of that here as far as the other diamond, because it shows 11 points in diamonds, Tony. I don't think that's accurate, just because I've been doing this 22 years and there's got to be more than 11 points in diamonds. So I think they may not have realized it was a reversible style. So in other words, they weren't taking into account the diamonds in the bail on each side and the extra diamond in this mirror finish side. Either way, it's 21 grams in gold. You get this adjustable chain with it, which has that little end cap charm. So if you are wearing it at a shorter length than 18, you're going to have a little extension plus that little charm. Let me go ahead and take it over to the neckline so you can see how 2 1/4 inches translates in real life on the neckline to understand what that's going to look like when it's on. And of course, you can wear it at any length you want because the adjustability, so wear it a little higher or lower, just depends on what the neckline is calling for that day. But then you also have that look. And all it requires is just switching the direction of it. That's it. So let's take it up close as well, just so you can see all the beautiful details here. Our coonsite is here. I realize we're going to have to zoom back a bit, quite a ways as a matter of fact, just to show it to you in full. But that's where, again, let's take a look at those different, actually they're not even, there's a little mix here. They're all a little bit different. They're not just princess. You've got ashers, you've got different cuts here, but they're all squared off. So that's kind of the unique factor there. And then of course you see the round brilliant. That's the satin finish side. Here's the mirror finish side. And again, you decide each day how you want to wear it. But with the diamonds in the bail and that box link chain, we're going to make it really easy. It's supposed to be $8,999. There are different diamonds, but again, just the, let's see, each side looks like we're getting 10 total diamonds in the bigger square cuts here or rectangular cuts. So you've got 10 of those. And so remember that accounts for 71 points. So that means they're all about 7 points a piece on average. So very impressive. It's not going to be $89.99. We only have the one. It's a huge, huge value. And there's something to be said for the wearability, the versatility, and you just switch it up how you want. There's a big enough bail where if you wanted to put a bigger chain, you could as well, within reason. But I know our diamonds by the yard would work. Any of those would work with this. It's not $89.99. It's not even going to be close. It's not even $4,500, half off. Already taken it down. By the way, look at the dimension of it too. This is not flat. They don't create this like, oh, so what's the big deal? It's reversible. They just put one piece of gold together and then did different designs on either side. No, you see it's actually constructed as two. And then those are really soldered and fused together. So that's what's accounting for that tremendous weight you have, which is that 21 grams of the 18 karat gold. And I realize this is a movable bail, so it's a little bit tougher to, I'm trying to show you as best I can here without blocking any of the beauty of the design. But 21 grams in 18 karat gold, that's a bundle. And it's not gonna be $45, it's not even $4,000. We'll blow it out right now for $39.99 for one caller only. And then we have the white gold version, which is just a brooch. If you'd like to see a little bit more detail on that, flash that kind of did that little walk on by. So again, let me know if you prefer the white gold because these all do stay as they are, but that's a very special piece at $39.99, and it's really a twofer. So you break it down, you think, well, it's really like getting, you know, a pendant for $19.99 and a pendant for $19.99, and you don't need to buy two separate ones. But that, I think, really helps kind of seal the value. So let's keep moving. We got a lot to show you. So I want to get into this one because it's been a minute now. I know we had a lot of you miss out on that first item of the show, which was our only trillion cut of the Congolese tourmaline. But I do have a fancy cut here, which I thought you might like. So again, we've had a minute to kind of think about the Congolese and know how quickly they go. Look at this beautiful and bright cut you're getting here in an asher. Gives you a little different kind of way, obviously, that the facet pattern works with the light, but equally as gorgeous if you ask me. And I'm a big fan of the trillion, so to say that is a compliment because it is an asher where it's going to see the step facets light up from within. It's item number 1124812 and it looks fabulous, doesn't it? Simple, elegant, classic mounting, which if you're going to invest into a stone that is really, really rare, that you're getting a great value on, I say go with the classics always. It's a 290 on the asher cut. It's got the blues and greens really at a 50-50 level. You also do have 31 points in diamonds. Now they start immediately next to the stone, they start larger. And then they work their way down, they graduate ever so slightly, but it actually goes a little more than halfway down the side. So if it does tend to turn a little bit on the hand, you've still got the presence of diamonds every which way it goes. We only have this one. It's in white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. You do get to decide the gold color you want to choose here. But what I can tell you is value like never before. Now this is obviously a bigger stone than we saw earlier. And so you are getting a bigger stone by about a carat or so, still in that fancy cut. Asher is what they really do, and why it's even a little more unique to see a tourmaline in an asher than even the trillion we saw earlier is because still the trillion, if it had inclusions, still a trillion would be able to mask some of those. The asher cut really can't. It's like flashing or shining a spotlight and a magnifying glass onto your tourmaline when you have an emerald cut or an asher cut, which is why you rarely see those two come together. But it happened, and I'm glad it did because it's showing you how specialty this stone is. It's also for one caller, and they don't stick around. We talked about this earlier. It started our show. It didn't last. We also brought you a discount to the point where everything that I have sold tonight so far has gone before I marked it down to the lowest price. That's what Monday nights are all about. If you don't make it a point to be with us for 3 hours every Monday night, you're missing out on some incredible values. Because every item, true story, every item I've sold tonight has sold, and then I've discounted it further. So that tells you it's all about the values tonight. You're getting, I think, more than you bargained for as far as value too. And we know you do on the quality. So instead of, please allow me to do that again with this one. Instead of $39.99, watch what we're going to do. I want to try it on for you. I know it's a $4,000 ring, so forgive me, oh jewelry gods above, because I'm taking really rare stones and I'm pricing them like they're, I don't know, rocks out of the riverbed. It's something strange that's going on, but it's what we do. And it's what we do on Monday nights to go really emphasize that value. It's not even $29, it's not $19.99. I'd love for somebody to have this. And that is a stone that I know I'm seeing this one for the first time. We've had other Asher cuts be very popular. That's that beautiful glow. And you can see, forget about a glow. It just lights up like a mirror. So here's what we'll do. Extra additional discount on the way, not even $19.99, $18, $17, $16, $15, doesn't matter. We have to make sure every single item I show you has to get a home. That's as simple as I can make it. And we're not even asking $1,500. It's $14.99 first caller on that classic. So that will be it. In the white, the yellow, the rose, you get to decide. But $14.99, amazing. Now the other stone I have in tourmaline tonight that's in the greens, it actually is copper bearing. So if you've been missing out on some of the rare lime green stones that we've had lately, I do have a copper bearing stone. I sure do. It is the neon. Look at it. See the difference? That's the blue green. That's the pure green. That's the neon lime green. And that might be the most neon we've had thus far. There's also a tremendous blue wing block D, 1932. Tanzanite pendant. Look at this cushion cut we have. If anybody wants the ultimate museum level stone, it is here. Now, I've had a 29 carat in a pendant. It's out of the reach of most. This one is not. This one's very affordable for being almost 20 carats in a center stone. Okay, let's talk ruby. It's the special of the month. It is one that I recommend everybody to own at all costs. And again, if you can get ruby, that's the big thing. There's so many different levels of ruby. Like most things in life, there's all these different quality levels you can choose from, just depending on the budget or what you have access to, or maybe it's just a matter of, you know, who's got the best quality available in any given category on any given day all across the world. It's not something we're all privy to. When you tune in, and whether that's a television, a phone, a computer, however you choose to watch, you are guaranteed to get that top level, that highest level ruby that exists, because there's a lot of ruby out there that it's good to ask. Never hesitate to ask people that you're shopping with, where did that ruby come from? Because it makes a tremendous difference in the value of your ruby. It becomes old hat here to just say Burma, Burma, Burma. But the truth is, most people do not have Burma. They do not, they can't show it to you. They've oftentimes never even heard of the existence of Burma ruby. It's all about the Mozambique stones or the Vietnamese stones or the Thai stones. We're going to bring you the best of the best, but this value is everything. We put together a little special something for the month of July, kicking off right now, today, and this is something you've probably seen. We've had it in a couple of stones, but everything we've done in this style, nothing has been as high value as a Burma ruby. So that's where the difference is here. I'm going to give you a pendant and a chain opportunity. They really are two pieces of jewelry in one that you're not having to shop separately for, which of course would really bring your cost up. We're going to give you item number 1681 coming up. This is not just any chain though. It's, first of all, this is what I'd love to do. For a ruby special, if we're going to put one together for the top of the month here, I wanted it to be something universal, meaning what's going to work for everybody? What's going to be a style that everybody can wear? A size that works for every day, so you're not just having to save it for a special occasion. Instead, you're wearing it and enjoying it often. You're layering it and stacking it with your existing necklaces. And what is going to be that foolproof, easy gift idea where it's really two in one, where if you need to get two great gifts, or maybe you're going, well, I'd love to give someone else a gift, but I also kind of want to treat myself. This could be that piece. Maybe you give one of the pieces, the chain, as a gift that someone's going to love and adore, and you keep the pendant part of it. It's up to you. Our priority was, we need you to have the whole thing. Because in today's world, let me tell you the truth, as always, you can buy this pendant from us at a great value. If you have to go out in today's gold market and buy a chain separately just to go with the pendant, you're going to spend about 3 times what you're going to spend on the pendant itself. That's daunting. That's not a good method of gift shopping or for yourself, where you're going, I just got the greatest deal on a pendant, and then you're turning around having to spend 3 times that on a chain to go with it. That makes it really pointless in my mind. So we went the extra mile and said, you know what, we're throwing in a chain for absolutely free. Did somebody say free gold? Did somebody say free diamonds? I'm giving you all of that. the free gold, the free diamonds, and 18-inch max. We're going to give you the adjustability of this chain and throwing in VS diamonds with it. So that is about a $700 value. Take a look at what we're showing you now, which is our ruby special, and then I'll show you. It's got diamonds in the pendant itself, which is, of course, this great little kite cut shape you see here that then has that round Burma ruby, diamonds as well. But look at this. You're getting a bezel set diamond. There are two of them in the chain. So really the idea is to flank the pendant in between the two diamonds. That's really the idea here. It is gorgeous. It's item number 112-1681 and no choices to make except for how many you might want. I'm going to test our audience here. I know it's been a couple of days here since you've probably been doing some, some hanging out. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to really wow you here. It's a 45-point minimum. Why do we do that? Well, we had to get every single stone matched for color and clarity and cut. So that's not easy to do. So some of you are going to get 50, 60, 70 points up to that. I think 75 points was the biggest. It's 45 points minimum. It's a 6-point diamond weight that does that graduation from larger to smaller. And then you have a chain coming with it. Not any chain, not random, basic. We're talking about adjustability. We're talking about 16, 17, 18 inches in length, and we're giving you diamonds in the chain itself, and it's removable. This isn't all one piece that you have to leave that way. You take the chain off. That's why I'm saying you are truly getting free gold, free diamonds, and no matter how you look at it, the value is so strong on the pendant itself that the chain is free, but you know what? I could never do the chain for this price either. We are truly giving you the chain for free, and nobody else is doing that in today's gold world. Actually, 22 years running, I've never known anyone to give away free chains. You always pay extra for those. And can you imagine if it was a free chain, what that would look like? It'd probably be a plated metal. It'd probably be a mystery metal. It would probably be the most basic, simple. We are giving you all the bells and whistles that you can spend $600 or $700 on easily right now in the industry. And we're giving it to you for free. So my question to you is, how many do you think you might want? Maybe you're going to look down that list of all the ladies in your life that you want to treat to fine jewelry, and you normally can't because you don't have maybe $3,000 or $4,000 to spend on every friend or every family member. This is where the value is so good, being under $1,000 for both pieces you're getting, that you can hopefully get one or two or three. Maybe you're getting one for you. Never leave yourself out when the value is this good. And you're taking advantage of maybe the birthday list of those July ladies, right? I mean, just this weekend I saw, oh gosh, just in my immediate family alone, there were 5 different July birthdays, all jewelry loving ladies. This would be perfect to get. And you know what? I'm not going to have to take a second mortgage out on the house to do it, to buy 5 fine jewelry gifts for 5 July birthdays, because they're getting their best of birthstone. It's not $9.99 or $8.99 or $7.99. This is what you're getting. And let me show it to you on as well, so you can see what all is at stake here. That's the piece close up. Let me show you from a couple of perspectives here, because this is really important. This is what you're probably wondering. Well, how big is that ruby going to be? Well, look how gorgeous it is. A statement piece in that it's simple and easy to wear, but still shows up because the glow of that ruby, the blue reds, there are your diamonds on either side, and it's with that chain, which will come right off the pendant. Here's the adjustability factor, spring ring closure, but 16, 17, and 18 inches all built in. We already have 3 gone, so this is where it's not going to last. Yellow gold only. You just tell me how many you need. Get it for the chain. Ladies, if you've been waiting, gentlemen, if you've been waiting to shop a chain right now because you need a good one for that pendant you have, just get this. You'll figure out something to do with the pendant. Probably just end up wearing it because you'll fall in love with it. But if you need a great chain, one that flanks any pendant beautifully, get it for the chain. We are truly, literally throwing it in for free. And you need to have this in your life, and everybody can get behind a ruby, birthstone or not. It's the king of all gems. And we're giving you the best variety possible. The Burma, the round brilliant, the clean, the diamond cut, all of that. And it's not even $777. Or $699, and again, you have all the adjustability to wear it where you wish because of that chain that comes with it. You don't have to just wear it at one individual length. Let me move it around over to the side. I really want to throw those diamonds into the shot here so you can see what you're getting with it as well. I never want you to forget this is not a basic chain. It's got the bezel set diamonds as well. Very busy on the phone lines already. It's about to be busier. It's not going to be even $699. You can get as many as you need. We are not putting a limit on this, and it's rare that I have to say that because usually we are in the fine jewelry category where we're talking about $2,000 and $3,000 items. So not everybody's saying, I'll take 8, but you might want to take 8 because it's not $699, $599, $499. You can't buy a chain like that for that price. It is that simple. and yet we're making it less than $499. It's 2 pieces of jewelry, 2 fine pieces of jewelry. It's this month's birthstone. This is not going to happen for the rest of the month. They will sell out today, no doubt about it. And you can get as many as you need and treat anybody who loves the exotic nature of the best in fine gems. This is it. It's not even $499. Chain with diamonds, adjustability. Get it. Like I said, so many people ask me every day, what do you charge for your chains? Can I just get a basic chain? I need one. Mine broke. I had to replace mine. Maybe it wasn't real solid gold from the beginning and you're kind of ready for an upgrade, whatever it is. Maybe you're ready for diamonds in your chain. This is the way to do it. It's not even $499. And before you just buy a chain, which you can do from us separately, get it with this pendant and wear them together, wear them separately, give them as gifts, break it up, whatever you want to do, but it's not even $499. This is where we are about to go absolutely mad on the phone lines. You simply just call us, tell us how many you need. It's not $499. It's not going to be $450 or $449. This is just sheer value. That's what this is. And we've done other varieties, but stones that are not quite at the level of Burma ruby. And yet, it's not even going to be $450 or $449. We're blowing them out right now and making them $399 only. That's it, $399. That's all we got. And then what we're going to do is give you a last probably 60-second calls. All it's going to take to make sure that they all sell out. That's how easy it is today to pick those up and grab as many as you need. We've got a minute left with them. And fabulous for all of the July babies out there or anybody else who really appreciates the best of the best in a major stone. There it is. So $399 already. Somebody just took 4. I love that idea. And think about it. They're going under $400. So they just spent, I mean, think this is pretty amazing to get 4 individual chains, 4 individual pendants. They're spending under $1,600 to do that. And they've got basically 8 pieces of fine jewelry headed their way. It is really stunning. Did you take one as well, Sean? What did you take? Oh, which one? I have some Savorite tonight, or is there something we can bring out? Okay, I'm not sure if we have too many Savorites under 1,000. I know I sold one out the other day. But we can check. Let's check on that. Yeah, I've got a big one here. I've got a carat 10. I think we're going to need something just a bit smaller than that to make that happen. But we'll see what we have for you. Okay, so good. They were questioning. I was just looking. I have 2 Savorites, and they're both over. Actually, one is just under a carat, one's just over a carat. So they're all in that 1 carat neighborhood. They will not be under $1,000. But I'll bring out something. I bet you there's something here that is. So we can bring that out for you. Plus, there's a star ruby still to come, too. So 2 different ways to get yourself a ruby. That's the star ruby there. So see how it's different? It's not going to be as transparent. It's not going to have the same facet styling, of course. It's cabochon. It has to be cabochon in order to see that star and the asterism present itself. And not every cabochon does that either. So we'll get into it when we get there. But this is the way to get that beautifully transparent, glowy, bright, faceted material that's got that great glow to it. You've got one. Thank you. So 2 going out over here as well. I know, Tim, you're taking a couple, and you've got how many? You've got 2? Okay, sounds good. We've got 1 over here and 2 over there. So, yes. Oh, sure. Again, let's go to the neckline again, Tony, if we may, and we'll show it to them there so everyone can see what it's all about. And I probably got it on backwards, but that is good anyways. I want you to see the back. And then, of course, that's all done with a basket. So all that design work has still got basket of gold supporting it from beneath. And then I like to jog it over. Now, you don't have to do this, but I like to put it between the 2 diamonds. Obviously, you can get kind of creative with the way that you set it. If you want to have 2 diamonds on one side, left or right, you can obviously do that. It's as just easy as just allowing that to kind of go to a different point of the chain. But that's where 16 inches hits. So if you're wondering, since we give you 3 lengths, and you're wondering what 16 inch goes, it's right about there. 17's right about here, and 18's right about here. So all of that flexibility, basically, you're getting those, that kind of that range in where it's going to sit on the neckline from here all the way to about here on an average size neckline. So that's how it looks from a distance away. And then, of course, we'll show it to you again up close. It's meant to be that, you know, obviously we do big medallions. We do all kinds of really cool designer pieces in pendants all the time. This is meant to be more everyday wearable in size. It's not meant to be that big, gigantic medallion statement piece. It's about getting something that's really just, again, wearable, still stackable. There's that little bit of a point to it, so if you want to have that little extra length to the point, you can. If you wanted to layer basic like diamonds by the yard with it, you can. So anyway, last call, $3.99. We got to move. We got a lot to do tonight, and it's already 1 hour in. We've already got 1 hour gone. We only have 2 left. So there's not a lot of time left, and we'd love to help you out. If you have any requests, get those in. Sure, there's some pieces that you might be thinking about, and we'd love to show them to you and give you a markdown for Monday night. That's the best part of all, right? So let us know if you have any requests. And let's get to the copper bearing stone, because I flashed it. There's got to be somebody out there going, that's exactly what I've been thinking about owning. And we've had a couple big stones of late, and they've all been flying as they should. Take a look at this copper bearing neon tourmaline. This is Paraíba. It's just the difference is instead of having blues and greens, it's all neon green, all lime green. So when I say neon, that's not like an emerald green. It's not like a Savorite green. It doesn't look like any other green stone. It doesn't look like demantoid. It doesn't look like Savorite. It doesn't look like Marilani mint. Honestly, it is its own genre because it is copper bearing. That's the difference maker. And that's why when you get a copper bearing green tourmaline like this is, it's absolutely verified as copper content. It's out of Mozambique. Now you can't get these anymore because all 3 sources ever worldwide are mined out. So this is it. And that is why we've introduced them to you out of the private collection of late. That's why they've been going so quickly and so fast. We want to make sure you get in because this is a nearly 3-carat stone. It's going to be our beautiful 4670 is the item number. It's a nearly 3-carat. Honestly, it looks bigger because it's the pear shape, because it's giving you elongation. Take a look at it. It's going to be item number, 4670. So that's a fabulous 279 pear shape. Then, of course, it's got some diamonds. Double halo, 53 points in the diamond weight, and actually, this one we can change for you. If you want a different gold color, I'm kind of glad to see that. I'm a little surprised. I don't think you need to. Most of the time, and I'll tell you, it's every time we see the blue greens, they're in white. Just about every single time I can ever recall. This one being the more neon, if you wanted to change it up, you can. I still think this color is best in the neon, in the white gold. I think so, but that's just my thing. Again, you can change it to rose or yellow if you prefer, but 53 points in the double halo. Welcome to the show if you just tuned in. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Monday night. We are live. We love to be live here with you on Monday night. It's how we bring these values and really give you these values and make everything discounted. That's what we do on Monday nights, and especially tonight. It is July 1st. Summer is in full swing. We're so excited about the big holiday week. I hope you have some time off. I hope you have a lot of good time with family and friends coming up this week. But I got to say, this is where the party's at. We are pre-partying right here on July 1st, okay? The 1st of July should get some love too because this is the kickoff. This is where we mark down. Every Monday night we're together, 3 big hours live, we give you the markdowns. And that means on the super highfalutin rare like we have right here, still marked down. Take a look, neon, and it's gonna go. So this is what I would recommend. It's our 279 with 53 points. I'm gonna try it on. And this will not last. I promise you that because I'm just going to price it with the markdown so that somebody can have the value of a lifetime. This is what it looks like on the hand here. So you can see, doesn't that look bigger than a 279 or a 3? It looks and presents more to the eye like a 5-carat stone because of that elongation of the pear shape. I'll try it on the other way as well so you can see what that will look like. And then, of course, if you would like to change it, go ahead, do it. But I really just think you don't have to do a thing except tell us what ring size you need. But it's about to go down, and I'm talking about the price tags here. That's what we do, and yet $5,999 feels a little bit steep for our Monday night, even though it's right in line with what we see typically for these Paraíbas. Remember, if it's a blue, green, green, or purple, it can be called Paraíba, and it is because it's got copper content. But even the pinks that have copper and the yellows that have copper, it's confusing, but I need to make sure that you're educated to shop here or anywhere else, and why not just while you shop and while you hang out with us, if you can get a little education along the way, I think that's great too. So if it's a pink or yellow, we tend to only call them Cuprian albaites. But if it's green, blue, green, or purple, it can be called Paraíba or Cuprian albite. They're not mutually exclusive. So Cuprian means copper content. You've got the copper and manganese if it's called a Cuprian, but Paraíba is a term you can use for the colors that I mentioned. So blue, green, green, purple, those can also be synonymous with Paraíba. So it just, again, it's just something the GIA, we kind of all got together as an industry and kind of honed in on that and decided what exactly specifically would be proper years back after a lot of confusion for a lot of years. So this is Paraiba. It's bright, bright, beautiful green. That's where you know it's got the copper content. And we know that it's also going to be a better value than even $49.99. We're taking it way lower, but we do only have this one. That is the key here. It is going to be a superstar value, not $49.39, not even $29.99. We're basically at $1,000 a carat for that stone. Free gold, free diamonds with it. That is not something you would expect to have together. It's happening right now. Call me. Only this one. It will fly very clean. You know, I've told you this many times. The green stones have the most copper content of all. So that's normally where you're going to be more likely to see inclusions visibly. Not happening here. It's still as bright and clean. We would not set it into gold and diamonds if it had a lot of that murky, hazy, included cloudy appearance. We would not decide to showcase it in fine jewelry if that were the case. But because this one is so gem worthy, that's why it gets all the beautiful diamonds and gold it does, and it's not even $29 or $28 or $27.99. We're about to get into a Tanzanite deal in about 25 minutes that you will not believe. And we also have earrings on the way. So lots to get to, but 27, 26, 25, we can skip all that and just give it away right now. And I can tell you, having had maybe 5 in the last month, 5 stones. And before that, how many did we have? 0, not a 1. And that is why as soon as these bright greens started to come out to play, everyone got really excited. And for very good reason, because you're savvy collectors and you know, not to mention it's just downright gorgeous, right? There's no doubt about that. It's not even $2,500. They're collector stones. As beautiful as they are just as rare, if not more so. The beauty is only part of the equation here. It's the rarity aspect that really is the wow factor here. And it's also not going to be $2,500. Take a look. Not even $25. We're going to blow it out for $24.99. First caller, and don't hesitate to call us first hour. We still have a couple of pieces left from the first hour, including the Asher Cut Congolese blue-green, the Panther pendant, and I think even the ruby earrings that were here for $5.99. We had ruby drop earrings for $5.99. Amazing. So that's all here, I believe. So check with your operators on those if you're thinking about any. And then we've got another Panther piece, a pendant brooch combo with, oh, actually, this one kind of matches the ring that I know your caller, Tim, picked up really quickly. It kind of goes with it. It's got the sapphires, not the rubies and the emeralds, but it does have the sapphires. Look at that. Oh, look with the emerald eye. So this is the match, really. And I don't suppose if you're looking for a brooch pendant combination, that is it. Boy, that does feel like a gorgeous medallion piece. Look at that from a distance away. What do you think? Really nice styling here. Just to flash it quickly on the neckline so you can get a little appreciation for the size. Perspective it gives you, Tony. I mean, I just might as well just show it to everybody so you can see what that's all about. That's the Panther piece that it actually 2 ways to wear it. A million ways to wear it, really, because when you have a brooch, that's super versatile. But that's actually going to be a bail at the top. And then it's got this gorgeous kind of oval-shaped ring around it where the tail, love the tail that overlaps within it. That's a great look. So that one's here, too. If you'd like it, it's got the diamonds, the sapphires, and the emerald eye. So let's go back to the wheel. We'll take a look at our bright green tourmaline. Let me know who's got that one. And then we're on our way. Tanzanite is here. We've got quite a few, actually. Earrings that are affordable. Ring that's in the signature mounting, amazing. And then we also have that gigantic 20 karat nearly pendant. So lots to get to. I have a special here for you. So I've been traveling all day and just got back into town from out of state. So I'm going to tell you right now what's going on. I forgot my earrings. So this is what happened. I had all my earrings packed. I couldn't get to them. So my luggage was somewhere else and I'm here and I'm going, oh, I forgot my earrings. So what I did was, no problem. I work at a jewelry boutique here. So I borrowed some earrings. And of course, what am I going to go with? Hoops always. So I went with the 410s that we have. I also have the 336s here, though, and it's been forever since we've had hoop earrings on display on the show. And there's a really good reason for that. Okay, well, it's not a good reason. It's a sad reason, but I think you'll appreciate it. Diamonds have gone crazy, especially big diamonds like what I have. If you don't mind, I'm going to show you. They brought me 2 choices. They're like, we don't know which earring you want. Of course, I went with the big ones just so you can see them from all the way across the room. But if you want the big diamond weight in a smaller diameter, like a 1-inch, let me show you what turns out are the last 2 pairs we have available. There is no repeating this hoop earring at this price because these are the gigantic individual diamonds. Each one, by the way, is bigger than an engagement ring typically is. and they go inside out. So they're in the front of the hoop, they're in the inside of the back of the hoop. They are the largest individual diamond hoops we do as far as diamond size, not overall carat weight, but the individual diamond size. And yet they're very popular because the price tag is, I've always said this, I think this stands up as the best earring value we have at this show. I've been here 8 years, almost to the day. This is what it's all about. So item number is 111-0339. For reference, and you're probably going, why is she telling me what the item number is? I don't work for the IT department at TVON, but we're currently in the 4100 numbers of the 112 prefix. I'm just telling you that because that is many, many, many items ago. And that goes back to before I was here. Okay, so that's an old item number. And the reason that matters to you is that this price tag is also an old price tag. I could have added a 4129 item number and brought it up to date in the diamond and gold pricing, but I didn't. I don't want to do that. I want to bring you what I think is our strongest value in earrings here one last time. And it's $336 among just a few diamonds. So this is where you get the big, heavy, chunky earring. And I don't mean heavy like, oh, that's uncomfortable to wear. Not at all. They're just weighty and big because they're bold. And that's what so many of us want. A lot of people don't want the length, but they want the big diamond weight. So here's how you get it. Take a look at this. It's our last call. I only have yellow gold in stock. Here's what I'm going to offer to do for you. I don't want that to be the deal breaker. I know we adore our diamonds in white gold. We know how fabulous they are. This was not scheduled for the show. I literally did not have my earrings with me today. I always have a spare in my bag, but I got different stuff with me today because I literally came directly from a flight. So I truly didn't have my jewelry with me. So here's the thing. I brought these out. It's our last call. We can't make them anymore. We cannot make them anymore. We don't have access to these massive diamond round brilliants. This is what I want you to do. Call me if you want the wearable style because they're 1 inch. So the ones I'm wearing, for example, are like 2.5 inches, right? They're a little bit longer. That's not what everybody's looking for. If you want nearly the same diamond weight that's in my 410s, but it's 336, you get the bigger individual stones. These are actually more important. This is still smaller pave. These are huge. So this is the more important value. We have a pair, we have 2 pairs. So here's what I'm offering to do. I've already checked, I've cleared it with our jewelry department. Our jewelers are willing to switch them out to white gold if that's what you prefer. They could even do, if you really, really insist, they can even do rose gold, just give it a little bit of extra time. But we can go ahead and transfer all those diamonds to white gold because I don't want that to be the reason you don't take them because the value is spectacular. Take a look at them. We're going to try them on for you. They have this great snap bar closure. It's going to be 336 in diamond weight, 1 inch. They are the inside out style. Let me show you from the side here. So this is going to be that straight bar closure and then they're hinged at the bottom. So it's really simple. You just pull them apart and then they snap right closed into place. They lock. They're absolutely secure. They're really, really easy to put on and they give you this great look where the diamonds, just for the record, because I would like to be very specific about these diamonds, you see that there are only going to be 7 stones right up front and only 5 stones in the back. That is a dozen diamonds per earring. That is 24 diamonds individually per pair. That is really important because obviously you're probably doing that calculation roughly in your head right now. Well, I can tell you exactly that those diamonds are 14 points a piece. It's pretty similar to what a lot of people are wearing as the center stone in an engagement ring, and you're getting a big value where, can you imagine? What if you had 24 engagement rings? That would be costly. Well, here's what we're going to do instead. And we do have the Savorite forever. Sean, do you know who that was that requested that affordable Savorite? Sharon. Sharon, we've got it coming up for you. They just brought me an affordable Savorite to show you, but take a look at this. There's the diamond hoop from a distance away. There's where you can see that 1 inch styling. And of course, as I move, you see that they are, inside and out. So as everybody sees you from all the different angles, they're noticing this is the highest end diamond hoop design out there. And again, you want to see how easy it is to take off? That's it. Boom and boom. Locked, closed, done. There you go. Let's go back to the wheel. So that's it. That's just simple and easy and very, very affordable is the next key. That's what's going to be the most exciting here is how affordable these are. And again, I'll change them out if you want them in a different gold color, but they are not. And guys, this is where please, 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 oh, please dial in because I cannot tell you how many opportunities we've had over the years There have only been a couple of times these have ever been on the air. They always stand out as one of the greatest values we do. Diamonds, by the way, I'm going to give you a little quote here. The diamonds that are smaller, VS diamonds, go for typically $25,000 per carat. That applies to a small melee size, usually a 2 or a 3 point accent stone. You're paying $25,000 a carat for diamonds of this light quality. Now these are bigger, so there's obviously a different metric that we should be using, but I'm going to go ahead and be conservative for you. And if we were to apply 25,000 to 336, you know what that means. You're getting really close to $100,000 worth of diamonds, and you're getting them in solid gold. That is obviously the difference maker. Those are not 1-pointers, they're not 2-pointers, they're not accents, they're not pave. Those are 14 points individually, each and every one of them across the way. Here's what I'd like you to do. Dial in even if you're not sure, because what should be a $100,000 earring has usually been on this show $49.99. We can't bring that price anymore. We can't. If I were to rebuild these and make them to the same grade and quality and size, they would have to be more than that. That's just the way the diamond world works today. If you'd like a better value than our old one, which is $49.99, well, you're in luck and today's your day because you're getting that. It's not $49. This is just, again, I've got 2 sets. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. They're not $49. They're not $39. And here's the greatest kicker. They're not even $2,999. We have gone far below $1,000 a carat on massive individual round brilliant diamonds, and guess what? You're not paying $29. It's that value where these were not scheduled to show. I just thought this is one of the greatest values I've ever brought you in all my years of doing this. I would be remiss if I didn't show them to you. And when there's this kind of value where we're going back to an over 8-year-old price tag, and boy, oh boy, have we been through a lot in 8 years, haven't we? 8 years ago, that was a long time ago. Long time. We're talking about way back, 2016 era. There's been a lot going on in all parts of the world since then. And the one thing that I can tell you gold and diamonds have done is they have skyrocketed. And so this is no hope of that price going forward. We're actually going to take it backwards even further. We've already got, it looks like 1 pair verifying and gone. So this is where we're probably down to 1 pair. I just don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to wait and risk missing out and saying, please make those again, and then, oops, they're $89.99 going forward. That's what I want you to avoid. Nobody wants to spend more than they can or than they had the opportunity to. That's why if there's any piece you buy ever from this network, ever, please make it diamond hoops, because we are the leader in diamond hoops. We are the leader, and we use VS quality, which most people just do not foray into VS diamond hoops. They don't. It's all SI at best. This is the VS material. You cannot beat it. The price is even better. It's not $29 or $28 or $27.99. This is the greatest value we have in earrings, bar none. No question about it. We do our 1-carat studs for more. I mean, this is where I really need you on the lines here so you can get that last pair, because they're not even $2,799. This is it. They will fly. And usually, by the way, when I have these historically and I present them, we usually sell, back in the day, we'll usually sell a couple dozen pairs. I have 2. That's it. 2 pairs, lots of gold, beautiful look on. I'm going to make it really easy. They're not even $2,777. And you invest in them once, and you wear them likely every day of your life. And that to me is a smart and wise investment. When you get into a hoop, when it's a classic style that's an icon, you know you're going to live in them, you know you're going to wear them, you know you're going to enjoy them, and they're not even $2,777. I'll try one on again for you, but it's not even $2,700. They're $2,699, which breaks down to pretty much the gold price by itself. It's like all those different diamonds are just completely free. So this is your chance, 60 seconds only, and then we'll go ahead and show them to you for the last time at that price. And remember, there's a lot of new shoppers joining us every single night and every single day. So we know that, and that means if you are newer with us in the last several months, you've not seen these. They've not been on the air. This has not been something we've had the opportunity to share with you or show you, but there are 2 pairs. That's it. So when they're gone, they're gone. Good luck. And then we'll show you some more new. We've got the Savorite coming up, and that was for Sharon's request. We've got one beautiful 50-point Savorite. We'll share that. And then we've got a great ruby in a bigger style than we saw in the pendant. We also would love your request too. If there's anything you'd like to see, something we can bring out, why not? We're just hanging out on Monday. We got no agenda except to mark everything down. That's my only rule about Monday nights, is we got to take everything down to the lowest possible point and then some. So here are our hoops one more time. I'm going to try one on. Insert the post into the locking mechanism in the back. It's so easy. They just click close and that's it. You're super, super, super like out the door in a hurry, done, and they're on and they're ready to go. And look how fabulous those are. They are just undeniably bright, beautiful, big VS diamonds. And if you're somebody who enjoys a bigger diamond weight, go here. All right, back to the wheel we go. $26.99. Get a pair before they're gone. Let's move on. We've got so much to do tonight, and I just don't have a lot of time with you guys left. So we have an hour and 40. So let's get to our Savorite real quick here for Sharon or anybody else who wants an affordable Savorite. And let's see what happens here. All my other Savorites, I told you, are a little bit above or right around a carat, so they get a little more pricey. Here's what I'm going to do. We've got something special going on with 112-1862. It's yellow gold, or get white gold or rose gold if you prefer. That's no problem. But we are going to go ahead and wow you here. This is the classic style mounting, by the way. It's always the one that when people tell me, can you set this kind of stone? But I have no idea what mounting, I default here. This is the mounting for years and years I will default to, whether it's Alexandrite or anything else, because I want you to have this incredible style. It's Savorite garnet, which is a rare one source. This is out of Kenya. 50 points is the size of the center stone. You get 63 points in the diamonds as well. So almost 2/3 of a carat in your diamond weight. And we are ready to help you own it. This is fabulous, isn't it? It's fabulous. It really is. Let's go. We've got a $19.99 piece here. Sharon had a particular request. Sean, it was you that spoke to Sharon, and I know she said, I want to be under $1,000, right? That's what she said, correct? Okay. So Sharon, we could do, now you don't have to be named Sharon, and you don't have to make the request to be eligible to pick this up. But she wanted to be under $1,000, and to be honest, we don't have a Savorite here that goes under $1,000. I'm going to make this $999. But we're going to do better because I want to light these phone lines up and see who's with us. I get it. It's a Monday night. It's a busy holiday weekend. I've been trying on earrings and, you know, doing all that stuff. And we still have a pair of hoops here, which would, again, historically, I need a couple dozen of those. So when we've still got a pair left, that might mean everyone's on the go, right? Here's your chance to pick up a Savorite. It just means that for those of you that are hanging out, you get a better value because I still got to make sure jewelry goes. And so that's why we're marking everything down further than we normally do on a Monday night. So you don't have to pay $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.99. You're getting a Savorite. Where I'm sorry, but this gold band world we live in, if you buy a basic gold band, it is $4,000. Plain gold band, 2 millimeters, and no diamonds, no Savorite. $4,000. Aren't you glad you don't live in the real retail jewelry world and you got us in your corner who can say, sit back, relax, stay at home, pick up the phone and have it delivered? You want a pizza with that? Well, we don't do that, but you could do that too, right? This is the era we live in. But nobody else does this in jewelry like we do. So have your cake and eat it too. Get your jewelry deals. Have the best of the best. Don't have to compromise. Look at this again, and we're going to make it better than $799 for Savorite. I'm going to call it Savorite because a lot of you do anyways, and why not? Because we got to throw save in there because it's $799. There's more savings going on. Then, right? That's true. There's a lot going on here as far as savings when it's under $800. For 2/3 of a carat in diamonds. Look at this on the hand as well. Here's that classic style. And again, this is not a small ring. You can't put 2/3 of a carat of diamonds into a small ring. This has got a great size and presence to it. It's also not even going to be $799. We'll blow it out right now. $777. Take it if you love it. It is the Savorite that is the most affordable we have in inventory as of now. And yet you cannot get a better value. Look at that clarity too. This is where it struggles. Savorite is usually a dark, dark, dark green to the point where it looks a little bit too dark in my estimation for what we're looking for in a green gem, right? We want greens to be green. Call me crazy, but it seems like if it's a green gem, it should be a green color to the eye. Savorites usually look like a, let's face it, like a dark, inky, like bottle green, which almost just means like a black color where you don't see any color or open color through it. That's not the case here. And that's just a kind of the thing with Savorites. Each gem has their thing. So this one may be gone, $777. We'll move right along here. We've got 8 minutes until we bring out what I keep touting as the ultimate high level. Now, is there anybody out there watching tonight? I would love to know if there's anybody out there who has yet to get a blue wing block D in their collection. Besides myself, does anybody not have a blue wing block D yet? Or have you been just a little indecisive about where you want to go, how you want it set, what size do I get, what shape do I get. It can be daunting, right? Because not all of us are going to have 50 stones. I know we've talked to gals who have collected 50 of them. What did we hear recently? Someone had a dozen of them. And that's a wonderful thing. Hopefully that means I'm giving you some deals, right? If you're able to get more than one blue wing block D for your collection, that's a good thing, right? I love that. So, but for the rest of us who don't have one yet, if your piece has been just the piece you fall in love with sells to somebody else and you don't see another, or you're not sure where to go, this is the default. And that sounds almost wrong, because that sounds almost like it's ordinary or not special. This is, let me put it this way. There's only one mounting that I have been selling week after week for 22 calendar years. 22 years of selling this mounting nearly every day of my life. There's only one mounting that has really stood the test of time, where it is as popular today as it was 22 years ago, and it's this mounting. So this is where I say, if you are looking for that 3-4 carater and you're not sure where to go, do you want a bridge? Do you want a halo? Do you want something classic like a solitaire? Honestly, that's a very good debate. That's a logical question to ask. Here's where you go. Here's where you go. The most important stones in the world that I have sold have been set in this mounting, from rubies to paraibas to diamonds to now blue wing block D. It's coming up in 5 minutes. I just want to share it with you because this is the day I would recommend getting a blue wing block D, because I have a feeling today, July 1st, Monday, where I knew this would happen today. This is not my first rodeo. You know what you're up against when this is the situation. Something absurd is going to happen tonight with this ring, which, by the way, is a museum reserve 3-carat 02 blue wing block D that's glowing red. So it's item number 4633. It's coming up in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So I just wanted, if you were thinking about leaving me, now you can't, because you got to stay and see what is she going to do with that ring. Well, we're all going to find out together. Yes. She has this ring? Does she love it? Are there any rings that she has that she hates? I mean, I want to know. Tracy, is there anything you don't like that you've gotten from us? I mean, I love hearing but I hear this like glowing compliment of all this great jewelry she's gotten. I know she has more than one Tanzanite too. I wonder if this is her favorite of all. So Tracy just called in to say, I have that ring now, not this exact one. Obviously, it's probably a similar carat weight, but she says she loves it. Well, I can speak for my own mother. She owns this ring with a ruby that she bought from me on TV 21 years ago, and she loves it. It's her prized possession of her jewelry collection. So yeah, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's coming up in a few minutes. Just wanted to let you know that's here. Really excited to get to it. And by the way, when I say that wait till you see what happens, I have no idea what's going to happen to that ring tonight. I don't know. I just know I'm going to present it. I'm going to have to find a way on this Monday night live to get it out to one of you. And guess what? One person watching named Tracy probably isn't going to buy it because she already has it. So that kind of eliminates some of your competition right there, right, Tracy? Unless, do you need a backup, Tracy? just Tracy. I've done that before, where I love something so much. Now, granted, it wasn't in jewelry, I will admit, but you know, it was more like something wardrobe related, where I had a backup because I just couldn't stand the thought of being without it, you know, that kind of thing. But that's the Tanzanite. 4 minutes now, 3 minutes actually, 3.5. So not long to wait. Let's go. Okay, so Savorite may be gone. Let's show, and then I got Tanzanite earrings. We might do a little back-to-back on it. Yeah, question, go ahead, talk to me. What's happening out there? Feedback? Tracy, what's up? Yes. Everything. There's never been anything she didn't love? Yeah. She's wearing it right now? Ooh, is she out on the town? Does she wear her jewelry at home, like watching us? That's great. I love that. Okay, cool. She a girl after my own heart. All right, coming up. Honestly, let's just stay with this. We don't have anything to do. Just look at this one. We might just start talking about it right now. I don't want to leave it. What am I going to do? Put up diamond hoops and look at those again? We need to just look at this. And there are no diamonds in it at all. None. Except for the 128 that are pave into the sides, that are haloed around it. And you know what? We got to sell something tonight. I'd like it to be this ring. I'd like it to be this ring. And if this goes, then I'm satisfied. Because somebody's going to be calling us, like Tracy, saying, you know what, I own that ring and I got it on a Monday night, and I'm really happy I did. Now, I wonder what she paid to get something similar. I'm just thinking aloud here because there's a $79.99 price tag right in front of my eyes here on this very Museum Reserve 302. There usually aren't, for the record, a lot of 3 carats that were put aside for the museum. But this one was, and I think you're all seeing why. The visual tells you the story. I'm going to stay with this because we have a couple minutes till the official bottom of the hour kicks off. But you know what? I don't have anything else to show you but this right now, because now I got to believe there's somebody out there that's saying, I really like that ring. I could see wearing that. Now, Tracy, I assume, I don't know for sure, but I assume Tony's on the hand. I assume she's at home. If she's watching the show and calling us and interacting, she could be out somewhere, but she could also be at home, and she's wearing it at home watching the show. And I'm going to tell you something. There is a wearability to this. Even though there's an enormous diamond weight and a bigger center stone, and it's really important, it's comfortable. For as large as it is, it's really, really comfortable thanks to the undergallery. It's in any gold you want at all. It's a stunning design, beautiful halo. I have been selling this mounting for 22 years and it hasn't changed. So I can tell you kind of a timeline of how much the mounting has been, all the way from, 2002 all the way till current day. And even if we go back to 2002, this was a mounting that I'll never forget because, again, I started selling jewelry on TV. I was in the sports world, and I was doing my sideline reporting at night, and I was doing this too. And so it was really a fun time of life when I got to enjoy both of my favorite worlds, right? Sports and shopping, all the S's I enjoy. And you know what? It's one of those things where I so vividly remember it because it's always been called the signature mounting. So even, when, the memory may not be what it used to be, 22 years ago, I can remember distinctly what this mounting cost by itself then. And that's when gold and diamonds were a lot less. And that mounting was still over $4,500. So what if we fast forward to today, modern times here, we've got a blue wing block D, which nobody else has, in the center. It's a 302 Museum Reserve. What should that be? $79.99, best case scenario. Because of the that's like a $4,500 mounting then, so it's obviously gone up since then. And then you're paying virtually what you should, $1,000 or so a carat for the stone. That's going to beat everybody, by the way. Nobody else is selling block C material for $1,000 a carat. So that's all value, 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 value. That's why and how we arrive at that price tag. I'm going to put on the auction block. And to be honest with you, I don't know if we're going to get anything going. Don't know. But I do know this. The best way to figure that out is take a classic, take a well-known, take an incredible ring with a Museum Reserve 3 carat that is that sweet spot of size, if you ask me, and make it affordable. Really stinking, ridiculously affordable. That's what we're going to do. We're not asking for $79.99 any longer. Come on in. It's not going to be one of those things where you have to think about it or wonder, is that a value? It's going to be obvious because I do have to get some jewelry out of here in the next 90 minutes, and I have 89 now. So this is it. $7,000 will not start it. Remember, it is a $4,500 mounting right now, which, again, that's really low considering that it used to be over $4,000 so many years ago. Diamonds hold their value. They always increase in value. We know this about diamonds. These are natural. They're VS. There's solid gold around it, under it, inside. It's well made. And yet it's one of the bigger rings we do as far as diamond weight goes. And it's not going to be $6,000 or $5,000, or I know you all, you're like, I don't want to pay for diamonds. I don't want to pay for gold. And give me a really big deal on the Tanzanite, and then maybe we'll talk. That's how we operate. We spoil you, we do, and we're proud of it. So instead of even $4,500 to open, which would get you a free 3 carat Tanzanite and a heck of a deal on the mounting, we're not starting at $45 either. This is where I would advise coming on in, being a part of it. Let's find out if we've got anybody watching and shopping and ready to steal the jewelry, but legally, yay. No consequences to it except a lifetime of wearing this ring and looking down feeling proud to know you got not only the greatest Tanzanite available to man or woman or child or animal, but you're also getting the greatest value. And it's not $4,500 to start. We're going to go even lower than that. You know these blue wings are completely done. They are mined out. We are the exclusive home for it. Nobody else has them. I know we're in our final days, so if you're going blue wing, block D, yada, yada, I'm so tired. Well, it's almost done. It's almost completely gone. So there will be a time here coming up shortly where we're no longer ever going to see it again. I don't want you to wait and then decide you want one. Let's make that day today, when we've got the classic right here, the halfway point of our show, aiming to get it at home, white, yellow, or rose gold, $10 increment, of course. This is the inside. There's the finishing you have. And we're not starting at $45. Less than the price of the mounting. Free stone. We did free gold earlier. Now we've graduated to free Blue Wing Block D museum reserves. And it's not going to be $45, not $4,000, not $3,500, because goodness, do I need to hear those phones ring. We need to see if we're still, did we eliminate our television broadcast while I was gone? It did feel like a long time, but it wasn't all that long, right? It was like 3 days, right? Did we get rid of TV? Are we done with that now? I'm going to find out. Do we have 35? Tell you what, let's go $3,000 to start on the 302 with this enormous VS diamond weight. So much juicy gold that we love, and we're starting at $3,000 with a nearly nothing increment. Is that what we should call it, the nearly nothing increment? $10, it's nearly nothing. Not a lot of upgrade we're asking for there. Okay, speaking of upgrades, let's do a better price. Better open. Smaller open, get you on the lines. We got to make this happen. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, what size do you need? We do all of that. We'll just have to charge you $2,800 for shipping, that's all. No, we got to do that for free too. Something's got to give, guys. At some point, I can't go backwards and lose thousands of dollars on every single item I ever present, right? Something's got to give. Something's got to give at some point in time. Let's do even better than $3,000. We'll start at $25,000. Let's go there. And this is just a little side note, because it is about value. Back in the day, there was one moment in time, now I'm trying to think what year this was. I think it was 2004 or 2005. There was a point in time where this mounting was sold once on a semi-mount show that I did many, many, many years ago. TVON did not exist, but this mounting did. And there was a semi-mount show. I'll never forget it. Tony probably remembers this. We had back in the day, it was like 7-hour broadcasts. And true story, we were on this mounting as a semi-mount show. We sold the mounting, and guess what? Sold it for the entire show, all 7 hours. And you know why? It was because it was $29.99. Everybody wanted it. Because back then we sold a lot of loose stones as well. So a lot of people needed great mountings to instantly make their own jewelry. So, you know, it was natural to have an 8x10 or 7x9 right in this mounting. It was $29.99 for the mounting by itself. I'll never forget it, because what other item is on for 3 hours or 7 hours or 6 hours consistently? That's obviously a good item. Now we're a $500 discount from there, and it's not a semi-mount with a big hole in the middle. It's got a Tanzanite. Best that's ever been mined, and we don't have 25. So take a look at it. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we'll see what happens. $2,500 to get it started, and then we go from there. With a final minute counting down, we'll see if anybody else wants to think about it, jump in, get it. We do have earrings. We have a pendant. We have the earrings. I've got 2 sets of earrings, actually. We have studs and we have drops with Blue Wing Block D today. So there is that. So just want to remind you, we do have different styles of earring available, but $2,500 and no open yet in 35 seconds, and then we'll take it down, okay, I promise. And we'll just retire our blue wings early, maybe. Maybe we don't need to worry about the blue wings in the last final days. We do have an incredible yellow diamond and a new design. Remember at the beginning of the show I said there was an important yellow diamond coming up? Well, it's here and it looks like this. So if we're not in the mood for Blue Wing Block D today, that's okay too. We've got this yellow diamond, which I said this earlier, this is a mounting that really shows the importance of that diamond. So that's coming up as well. No open on this one though, 25. Not yet. Tell you what, I should skip it and move on and just kind of chalk it up as a okay, it's going to be that way. But here's what I'm going to do. If there's anybody who wants it, let me just blow it out right now. I'm going to do it for $2,499. I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to sell it, no auction needed, no 2-minute clock, no competition, just first caller. $24.99. Just do it. We're going to sell it. I really want to get this gone to somebody, so that the theory is, I mean, how sweet of a customer to call in and say, I have a ring like that, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. I'm wearing it right now. All those glowing compliments are really beautiful to hear, because that could be you in the next couple of days that calls me up during a show and says, you know what, I know I got that ring that I saw on TV a couple of days ago. I picked up the phone, I dialed in, I took advantage of the opportunity, and I'm so happy I did. That could be you giving a raving review. I'll tell you what, if nobody's got it $24.99, I refuse at this point in time to let it stay here. So we're just going to experiment. This is like a falling auction now. You remember those? I think they call them Dutch auctions, right? Where you just go backwards and backwards and backwards. If you like it, call me. I'm going to go even lower. This is going to be a test right now. At this point, I'm just digging in. I'm just going to be a little stubborn and just need this to go to somebody, whether it's going to be $24.99, maybe $23.99, maybe $22.99. I'm just trying something. Just to see. I'm experimenting at this point to see if we're broadcasting, and this is the only way I can figure out to do so. So that's what I'm going to do. 22, it won't be. We have just dropped this, an $8,000 TVON ring. We are below our open. We're not doing an auction anymore. This is just first caller to take it. Let me try it on again for you, because I don't even know. It's been so long since I've done that. Let's do that again. So you can see it on the hand, and I'm seriously considering dropping it further. From 22, even lower, check that out. Look at that carat 28 in diamonds every which way. That's, I know, Rob's, now Rob, I can't say that. That's rude, Rob. I'm trying not to be. But truly, Rob says, why aren't those phones ringing up? Well, Rob, you know anybody? I know. Now, Rob, I know, aren't you like kind of local? You're not too far away. I can give you, Rob, I can give you a phone number of a reseller. If you want to make a quick buck on this one, I can do that. You can pick it up. And if you don't want to wear it, I can get you a phone number where you could resell it and make a quick buck real fast. But anyway, that's not what we're here to do. We're here to give you jewelry that you're going to love for a lifetime and keep in the family and have as the new heirloom. You know what? Are you thinking about this one, Tim? Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Let me get some major value going on here. This is incredible. Rob, you're like family now, because Rob, I don't know if you know this, he was messaging me. I'm at a family wedding and he's sending me messages. And I'm like, now, Rob, you might as well be at this wedding sitting next to me. Rob was messaging me. My phone's blowing up. I'm sitting at a wedding and he's like blowing up my phone, talking about jewelry and look at this and look at that. And why don't you show me this? I'm going, wow, what am I missing? Here's the deal. So Rob, you're like family now. You're like family. You don't know it, but you were at that wedding with me this weekend. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not even doing 22 now. I do. Rob says I should be hearing the phones ring off the hook, and he's right. He's right. I should get this one at home. I should be able to do this. I should be able to. I should. I hope. $21.99? Should we go lower? I'm going to try it. I got to drop this until it sells, and I know it will, because I know it's a value, because I couldn't even sell this mounting years ago for $3,000 without having 7 hours straight of backed up lines. And now we're at $21.99, not a mounting, with the complete stone, with the Museum Reserve Blue Wing Block D. It's not going to be $21.99 apparently, because that's not doing it. So here's the question. Do you love it? Do you want it? Do you want to try it? Because you can always send it back. If it's not all that, send it on back. Send it back to me. It's okay. It's okay. But what you can't do is call after it's sold and get it. And maybe it doesn't need to be $21.99. I mean, my goodness. If I look at it this way, if I'm already losing this kind of money, I'm losing thousands. If I'm losing this kind of money, what's another couple $100? That's the only way I can figure this out. So if it looks better to have a smaller number and it's going to save you even more, like I always say, take yourself out to dinner on me. As soon as you get that ring home, give yourself a reason to put it on and tell whoever you like to hang out with, we're going out. And it's on Lauren Blair. And they're going to go, who? And you say, it's on Lauren. She got dinner covered. And go out to your favorite restaurant and wear that ring out and take it out on the town, because we're going to continue to save you money on the most amazing decadent jewelry. It's not 21. And if I have to stay on it for the next hour and 18 minutes and 20 seconds that I have left with you, I will, because that's how passionate I am about value as a shopper, as a host, as a designer, as a manufacturer, as a reseller, as all the things that you can do. I've done everything in the business but mine, because you know the nails. You know, and I'm always here. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you a value that's better than 21, better than $2,099, and take it. If you buy one thing ever from this network, from me, make it this ring, because I know you're going to love it. and it's not even $2,099. We got to find a way to get this a home. And if it's still here, then my goodness, okay. All right. But I've done my best to give you a value of a lifetime, and it's not going to be $2,099 either. We're going to send it out. And please try it before it's gone, because this value can't happen. You get your gold. So guys, there's nothing holding you back here. Gold color choice is yours, okay? Gold color choice is up to you. Shipping is on the house. Sizing on the house. You just tell me, do you want white, yellow, rose gold? What ring size do you need? And where can I send it? And then you decide. Take a couple of weeks when you get it at home and decide if you love it, because it's not even $2,000. We're going to blow it out right now for $1,999, and somebody has got to take it. And take it you will, because there's no better value here. And then what am I going to do? We're going to show earrings. I'm going to go ahead and totally, completely bore you with blue wings. I'm going to show you Asher cut earrings after this. I'm going to show you the earrings. And if that's not the best value you've ever seen in blue wing block D, I don't know what is. And compare it to the quote unquote values you see everywhere else. There are other good values on not blue wing, but block C material. But I don't think that spending $200 or $300 on a light washed out Tanzanite that's in sterling silver is a value. I think that's a value. Because if it's a $200 item that really should be $100, then I don't think that's a value. When it's an $8,000 item, that's under $2,000, that's a value. That's the difference. That's a value. Value is not about the price you pay. It's not about cheap versus expensive. It's not about little price, 3 digits versus 4, or 4 digits versus 5. Value is about getting something that's worth far more than you paid. And that is exactly what's happening right now. I can't think of anything that is a better value than what's happening right now. And here's what it looks like on the hand, and we're going to give it 60 seconds, and then I promise you I'm done with it. I am going to show you some Asher cut earrings that we have. Because why not? We'll just keep it going here, and we'll show you big Asher cut earrings that we have in the same variety, same material, the same blue wing block D. They'll match. Hey, why not? I mean, with as much money as you're saving here, we're saving you $6,000 on the ring. You could pick up an earring and still have money left over to spend on, oh, I don't know, a whole vacation or something, right? I mean, my goodness, there's a lot of savings that are happening right now, and that's just a matter of, can you get in before it is gone, before it's gone to somebody else, before somebody else says, you know what, I'm going to decide to try it because and be a doubter. Be a doubter, be a hater, go ahead. Be the contrarian, do it. Because I will prove to you that we have the greatest values. I will prove you wrong. Be the contrarian, be the one that says, there's no way, that's too good to be true. They're going to bait and switch it. They're going to send me some junk. It's not going to look anything like. Be that person, but try it before you do that, because we want to prove, because I know we have a lot of new shoppers every single day, and we want to prove what we're all about. There are people that wait years and years and years of watching the show every day before they actually make that first purchase, thinking exactly that. Couldn't be that good. Couldn't be that good for that price, and it is. It really is, but until you actually experience it with your own 2 hands, holding it, feeling the weight, looking at it with your critical eye, look at it, scrutinize it, compare it to other. Now I get it, a lot of people have Tanzanites already in their collection. You may already have a Tanzanite. Put it next to the Tanzanite you bought somewhere else. See what the color difference is, because it is a difference. It is a difference, and it could be anywhere else. It could be block D you have from somewhere else. This is still better. This is still more neon. It's still more red. That's the idea. So $19.99 gets it to you, and then you've got your 2 weeks to decide. Is it for you? Is it not for you? If it doesn't make your heart go pitter-pat, send it on back to me, and I'll take it. And if you're a jewelry store owner, if you're a reseller, if you're somebody who says, well, I could go buy a lot and build a house and try to profit that way, or I could just buy this ring, have it sent to me, and then resell it. You can do that too. But this is your value right here, right now. Did anybody take it? Andy, thinking about that one? No. Questions? Sean, did you take that? No? Okay, here's the deal, guys. Last call, and then we're going to move along. So lots of people on the phone lines, but I don't know what everyone's talking about. So that's okay too. We got the earrings coming up. We'll see if we can get you a little more affordable price point on the earring that is right here. Same material, blue wing block D. This time it is an Asher. This is a fancy cut. Far more fancy than an oval, and there's nothing wrong with an oval. It's just a traditional cut. This is not a traditional cut. And I want to show you there are 2 ways to wear it, and I'll do it just like that so you can see automatically how there are different ways and different looks you can create with the same earring. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry, what? She missed it?
No.
Oh. Another one. Oh, okay. Did she not like that Savorite? Oh, gotcha. Okay, I was confused. I thought she bought it. Okay, so she wants to see more Savorite. You got it. So we'll show you some bigger ones. I'll show them next, Sharon. I'll show you everything I've got in one fell swoop. But here we go. I have them again purposely set at different angles so you can see how they can look on the hand. It's item number 1124645, and it's a fabulous idea. What do you think? Asher cut stones. What's up, Tim? Sharon, same one? Is this Savorite, Sharon? Okay, good. Does she spell her name T-S-H-A-R-O-N, or does she just spell it with an S-H? Okay, you don't understand my comedy, but it's okay. Go ahead. What does Sharon need?
She loves all the rings and jewelry that she showed. She also has 8 rings.
Yeah? She has a what?
8 rings of her own.
She has 8 rings from us? Oh my goodness, Sharon, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we're gonna show right after these earrings, Sharon, we're gonna show the other Savorites I have. So you got it. And thank you so much for shopping with us. 8 rings, that's dedication right there. That is a true TVON loyalist, and I love it. Here we go with 1124645, 220 of your blue wing block T Asher cuts with 22 points. Okay, so deuces. Deuces are wild, and we're about to say deuces to this earring because you get a pair, you get 2 fabulous Asher cuts. You get 22 points in diamonds, which is your halo. You've got the fabulous centered post, butterfly backing, all of that. And you've got an earring that is a larger stud. So it's not the teeny tiny little studs we've done before, which by the way are usually more money than this. And it's not that drop earring that makes them more dressy. So this is still everyday wearable, but they make a statement. You can also still choose your gold color. I hope you will. Choose your favorite. Usually with our blue wings, it's the white gold. But if you want to switch it up, you are free to do so. But that's what they look like from the up close. Let me show you from a distance away, give you a little drop of the ruler here. So we'll measure them and then they're going to be on their way out. And we've already saved a bundle on blue wings tonight. Here's how you can save. Or use those savings, put them towards a very good set. This is where savings equate to sweets because you can start putting pieces together, wearing them together. They're, oh my goodness. I mean, think about it. It's 3/8 of an inch if you wear them that way. It's going to be a little taller and a little more grand if you angle them this way. Then you've got a 1/2 inch top to bottom. And I'm going to pop one on my ear because I always hope that helps. I don't know. I mean, just again, I think it's just a little easier to figure out what they look like and the different angles you can wear them at if you see them up against the ear like so. I like to angle them that way because I like that little bit more lengthy look, but you can obviously put them on squared like this, but they're going to sit taut to the ear. There is a nice heavy oversized butterfly backing that goes with it, so you get the choice of how you want to wear them. And again, as long as you have something that's in blue wing block D, I'm more about color matching with sweets than I am about shape matching. I actually prefer just matching the color spot on and not necessarily having the identical shape all the way through your collection. So even if you have an oval, a cushion, a trillion, a heart, it's more important that the blue wing block D color matches, I believe. So we'll take another look up close. I just want you to see that that is not a small earring. That earring does not disappear. It does not go unnoticed. It really looks fabulous because it is. And then of course you get that intense saturation of the color because it is our blue wing block D and we're famous for that. And it's not going to be $29.99 per pair. So wide open phone lines here. We have just saved potentially a bundle on that blue wing block D ring we had. And now, like I advocate, you don't have to, but you could certainly apply some of those savings that we did on the ring to the earring, or maybe you're already all set on rings and you're thinking, okay, now is the time. If they're running out of blue wing block Ds, the window is closing, I want to have something to match. If you want to build that suite, build that set, get this pair now because the value is going to be spot on. We're going to go ahead and blow them out for you. Very, very limited. I've only got a couple pairs, which is good news because at least we don't just have the one, but I'm talking about something we could probably use 20 or 30 pairs and we just don't have it because matching the Ashers is the issue. We're never going to put two stones together if they don't meticulously match. They have to. The reds have to be there, the cutting, the size, all of that has to be identical. Otherwise, not even going to attempt to put it together. This is not $29.99 a pair, nor are they $2,500. They're not $2,000, they're not $1,500. My goodness, you all saw what we had to do on the ring to make that happen, and I don't even know if it did. So now, one value really does drive another. And we're gonna make this even better than $1,500 or $1,499. Please get on the lines. We'll do any gold you want, even on, yes, the earring for you, so you can at least match your metal colors together with what you may already have. It's not 14 or 13 or 12. This is fun. I mean, this is one of those days when if you're not shopping today, it might be a regret down the line, because there are no values quite like this. And hello, there's $220 each stone. Most of the earrings I've had in Blue Wings, besides the really huge 20 karat ones that are $20,000, most have little tiny 20 and 30 point stones. That's not the case here. Each Asher cut is still well over a carat in size. That's all a minimum weight, by the way. That's what you're guaranteed to get at least. Then you've got the diamond halos, so it really brings that overall larger presence there, so you get that great style. It's not even $12.99, $11.99, $10.99. I'm in giveaway mode. It's official. We've got an hour and 7 minutes left to shop tonight. I say stay glued to the TV. Have your phone line connected to us, because this is a value. It's $999 a pair. You're getting the whole set. You're getting $220. You're getting diamonds all the way around, and that's emphasizing the Asher cut, because we did that halo exactly in the same outer shape as the Asher cuts themselves. I mean, my goodness, we have sitting right in front of me, I have some drop earrings. They're $19,000. I'm showing you. This is the earring I have in Tanzanite. They're bigger Ashers, yeah, but they're 20 grand almost. I know, not everybody's got $19,000 to spend on a pair of earrings, but $999 is something that's a whole different realm. And this is the one that you're going to wear probably more often anyways, right? This is the one you get the most wear and use out of anyways. And it's the one you're spending less on, and that's a $3,000 earring. So I've saved you $2 grand tonight to get that value to happen. And let me know, operators, who's got a pair, because remember, I have to keep track. I've got a couple, but not 20 or 30 that I think we're going to need at a $999 price tag. So now or never to get in on your Tanzanite earrings, and we've got a whole nother hour to get major values. We still have our big hoops from earlier. The 336s are here. They're the biggest diamonds we do in a hoop. We've got fabulous pieces. I'm going to have to recap designers. I know we're busy on the phone lines. We don't have a lot of operators. So stay with us if you're waiting on hold. Whatever you do, do not hang up. We see you. We've counted you in. I've reserved a pair for you, because I can see how many of you are waiting on hold, and more of you are on hold than are in studio online. So stay right there. Do not hang up, because when you do, you miss out entirely. Obviously, there's no way that I can know where to send them if you hang up, right? I would love to do that. I wish there was a way I had that power, but I don't. So stay right there on the phone lines. We'll get you a pair. If you are on the phone lines now, you are guaranteed a pair, unless somebody takes like all of them at the end, but that's not happening. Most people are just taking one pair, it looks like. So final call, $999. We're probably about ready to give them a clock. Let me know, operators. So Wayne, do you have another pair? How many are you in now? Tim, you've got how many? Sean, how many have you taken? Okay, so this is it, last call, because if my count is correct, we only have 2 pairs left, and I still have callers backed up. So stay right there, don't hang up, like I said, and if you haven't dialed in yet, come on in, give it a shot, try. Do your best here, because I don't want you to sit back and say, I'll just call her, maybe she'll have more. That's the thing with Blue Wings. I try with all my might to recreate what we can for you that you might miss out on. That's what we work tirelessly to do around here, but the Blue Wings are not an option. We know what we have. The fine art material is already set, made into jewelry, so we don't have loose stones available sitting in a vault somewhere that we can make new jewelry out of. So when you see a completed finished piece, you have to act then and now, right away, because there are no more stones unless you want to downgrade the quality, which we are not ready to do yet. We're not ready. I don't think we're going to. Get the best of the best, but when it's gone, what are we going to do? There is no more. And for those that are brand new to this specific world of Tanzanite, the very best that's ever existed, then welcome in. But you are a little late to the party, where again, they've been going for 5.5, let's see, it's been 5.5, not officially, but oh no, it has now. 5.5 years running. So we're at the very tail end. Who was shopping with you, Jess? Someone picking up earrings? Hi, Susan in Texas. Thank you, Susan. All right, so Susan's got a pair coming her way. We'll have them right out to you, Susan, and every other line locked up. Let's give it a final 60 seconds. Last call to get them. And truly, I said it on the ring. I'm going to show you how beautiful they are together. Can I just borrow the ring? I have to show you really quickly here the ring that we just had, just so you can see how this works together. If you are considering getting the set, getting both, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to borrow one of the earrings. I'm going to try on the ring again. This is the $19.99 ring we just had up prior to the earrings. Look at that. Different cuts. same end result, same fire, same brilliance, same reds, the trichroism, the neons, it's all there. And think about it, wait a minute. I just realized something that I think is pretty cool. This whole set, everything that you see here, except I'm missing one of the earrings, you obviously get a pair. You can get the pair of earrings and the ring together tonight for what the earrings would have cost by themselves. Think about that. It's like you're buying the earrings, think about it, and you're getting the ring for free. You can spend the same amount of money you would have spent for just the earring, and you could get the ring and the matching pair of earrings tonight for the same price. Now that is special. That's how you are a wise shopper. That's when you know you're the value seeker, you got it going on, and you're picking out the right pieces. That's that whole set. And of course, I'm missing one of the earrings because I only have two hands. So the earrings, you get the set, $9.99 for the pair of earrings, the ring, $19.99. Get them all for less than $3,000. That's a buy an earring, get a ring thrown in for free. That to me equates to some serious value. What about you, Sean? Who's shopping over there? Bessie? Thank you. Where's she calling from? Where? Michigan. Thank you so much. Wonderful. I'm going to show Savorites real quick. Yes. Yes. Tanzanite pendant. For Wendy, the big one that I flashed, you got it. So Wendy will show this really quickly here since we're on our little Tanzanite roll. Don't leave me because we're leaving Tanzanites right after this. Here's the pendant I flashed. It is a 19 karat 32. Yes, we're going to need to zoom back a bit. That has, not to mention the huge cushion cut square, which is 4084 is the number. It's our 18 karat gold setting. That's a 19 karat 32 tansy. It's got 75 points of pairs. It's got 75 points of marquise. That's 1.5 carats in diamonds among 4 stones. Only 4 stones. And you get 1.5 carats. So it's 75 and 75, 2 sets of 75. See how there are 2 pear shapes, well actually 3 pear shapes and 1 marquise? Does that make sense? Well, that's what they have. They have it as a 75 point individual marquise and 75 points total weight among the pairs. Oh my goodness. So 1.5 carats in diamonds, in this pendant that drops like a stiletto style. Keep calling on the Tanzanite earrings. We have 1 pair left, currently speaking, right at this moment. Then you have this option, and then we'll get our Savorites ready for Sharon, and then we'll get to our top of the hour. But this is wild. Let me show you from a distance so we can show you the size. What a day. Obviously, you see the blowouts happening on the ring and the earrings. Could this just be the completer to the 3-piece set? I certainly think it would be the pièce de résistance of the 3-piece set. 1.5 carats in diamonds, here's the length you get, which is 1.5 inches top to bottom. Major, major, massive diamonds. 4 of them only. 1.5 carats divided by 4. I think we know what that's going to equal here. And so you mean average about 37.5 points? Yes. And the length you saw, let's show it on the neckline as well. It stays in the white gold. That is the only caveat here. Does have to stay in the white gold as it is set currently. Other than that, here's the piece. Add your favorite chain, which is going to allow you to sit anywhere on the neckline you wish. But there is a markdown, a value. It was a $19,999 piece, and now it is not. Let's go back to the wheel and take a close-up look at the reds here. And if you are the collector that wants not the largest, actually, we actually do have a 29 karat independent that's around. So this is not technically the largest stone, but it's up there. It's in the top 10, and we're going to make it really affordable right now. Not $19,990. Actually, you know what? It started at 30. I was wondering why Tony didn't put that up. It's like he remembers. No, that's the one that's 30,000. You are correct. Here's the proof. 53,000 plus, down to 30, and now it comes down to a low, low price where we're going to take it way down. And remember, it's 18 karat solid as well, and you get it tonight under $10,000, $99.99. Yes. Right? Let me just check. I'm going to double check for you. I believe so, but we have several different versions. So let me just check because I'm wearing them. So Mary, those 410s are the 2-inch ovals though. So they're 2-inch long by 1 3/4 inches wide. So I can, and I'm going to show those. They are actually our top of the hour special. So I will show them to you. And we have real quick our Savorites I have to get to. I want to just splice these Savorites in for Sharon, who was asking for more Savorite. So I have 2 options for you. So I'm going to show those next. And then who's going to get the Tansy? $99.99 for a 19 karat 32. Pretty amazing. So that is specialty. Is that what she's looking for, Jess, or does she want something smaller? She likes them? You got it. You got it. They're coming up. I just got to get these Savorites in for Sharon, and then we'll go ahead and show them to you, Mary. All right, coming up right now, 2 Savorites. This is kind of fun because they're 2 cuts, and they're slightly different color as well. So here is, first of all, this is the larger of the 2. It's the carat 10 oval. And what we did see earlier was an oval. So we had an oval earlier. There's the oval that we have in the slightly smaller signature mounting than what was the Tanzanite. We'll show you the comparison. And then there, wow, look at this cushion cut square. Wow. Bright as can be. Now that's, if you just saw the oval by itself, you'd say that's the brightest Savorite. But then you look and you see the cushion cut. That's why I purposely want them side by side. Item number on the oval is 112-4838. That would be the oval with, I mean, look, it's saturated, but it's still equally as bright. You still see the completely open color, the glistening factor it has. That looks great. Then we also have the cushion cut. It's actually, you can see it looks bigger, doesn't it? But it's a slightly smaller carat weight. So 112-4838 is on the left. That would be the oval. It's a carat 10 with the 101. So just a little inversion of the numbers there. 110 versus 101 diamond weight. So it's a medium version signature mounting. On the right side, we have item number 1997. That would be the 96 point. So just under a carat right here in the yellow, although it's hard to tell. And that's 76 points in diamonds. So 2 great options. Let's try to make this really reasonable, no matter which one you like. The oval is going to be more because it is over a carat in size. The oval over here, finished on the inside, over a carat in diamonds. Oval is 4838. That's going to be, you know what, drop it down. I cannot do $29.99. You've seen the way the show is going. So we really need to put a little emphasis on major markdowns on a Monday night. Can't do regular markdowns. They got to be major, mega. So instead, we're going to do this under $2,000. It's not 19, it's not 18, it's not even going to be. We're going to make it $17.99 for the oval. If you would like a little bit more affordable price tag, go over here, get the 96 pointer that looks even larger. It really does. You see it side by side with the 110. The cushion cut square, which is item number 1997, that one's actually going to be under 1,500. The diamond weight is 76 points. That's still a lot. You're getting the cushion cut, which is even just a little bit brighter, right? That's why they're there side by side. If you prefer this more open color, I'll do this one for $1,299. That's a big markdown. So options. There's only a $500 difference between the two, but you get the oval for $17.99 or the cushion cut for only $12.99. Then we have got more on the way. I'm going to get to my diamond hoops coming up because I know so many of you were asking about those. So we have to put those up because that's what everyone's talking about. And again, they're not supposed to be presented tonight, but you're all asking about them. So of course we will put them up on the air, give you a great deal on our diamond hoops, our 410s. Any other requests you have? We're down to the last hour of the show. Which one would you like? Which one? Cushion or oval? Which one? You got it. So the 96 pointer is gone. And by the way, she can change the gold color on that one if you'd like to. And let me try it on real quick. So this is currently a little bit snug for me. So I'm going to put it on as a pinky ring. It's item number 1997. That's what it looks like from a distance. We'll size it. And just remember, Sean, that's right now in yellow, but she can change it if she wants to white or rose. Okay. But I know it's really tough. I know nobody's going, yellow gold, really? It is yellow gold currently. Just so you're aware. So if you choose to leave it as is, it will be in the yellow, but you don't see any bit of that except really the tops of the prongs. You can change it. So that one's sold, and we'll go back to our oval here, which is also an option. And then, of course, that's $17.99. I'm going to show you my hoops next, because why not? We wanted to get you a look at those, and obviously a very important hoop earring style that not supposed to be here presented tonight, but that just gives me all the more reason to present them, give you a value, send them on out. Here's what they're all about. I've been wearing these throughout the evening, and they are our VS diamonds. And I love that this sample's in the yellow, because if the white diamonds can look that bright and that white in yellow gold, then, well, it tells you what you need to know about the quality. And I know a lot of you are going, yes, yes, yes. We know about your VS diamonds. Yes. But there are some that don't. Not everybody realizes what a VS diamond, near colorless diamond, means and how much of an upgrade that is to the other diamonds of the world. And so here is item number 11, oh boy, it's an oldie, 1110424. I had the 336s earlier, which had the smaller diameter in 1 inch, but the 336 carat weight. Now here is where we get you over 4 carats. Inside out style, you've seen me wear them all night. They give you a 2 inch by a 1, and it's actually 1 3/4 on this one. So let me show you how that works, because if you're thinking, I don't know, hoops are usually one length, why is this? That would indicate it's a round. If it's got one measurement, it's a round. You see how these are slightly oval? It just means the length is a little bit longer than the width. So I'm going to show that to you with the ruler. It'll help illustrate that point. And we're going to be very, very, very happy with where these go. I just can't find the ruler at the moment, so I'll just get another one. Here we go. So this is the length you're getting. This is going to be, you can see here, it's going to be 2 inches from top to bottom. If you look at the width here, you've got a width that's just slightly smaller than that, and that's going to be, you see right there, 1 3/4. So they really don't appear as an oval when you see it right from this angle, straight up front. But when you see them from this angle, you'll notice it's a subtle oval. It does have this little button release. That is so important to so many of us. It is truly what releases the locking mechanism within. So when you actually press this little button down, it's so easy. You just press it and you see how that opens up? And then all you do, still push it closed, and you'll hear 2 clicks, click and click. Once you hear 2 distinctive clicks, you know they're locked. So that's what they look like from a distance. All mirror finish, completely solid on the side, so they shine. From the back, technically it's reversible. I don't know many people who want to hide 410 in diamonds. But if you did, and you wanted a different look one day, or maybe it's day to night or whatever it is, or you're feeling like, I just want to go in and see if anybody, play a game with your friends, see if they notice your earring changed without you having to go home and change your earring. You have solid gold from one side, diamonds from the other. You could technically reverse the way you put them on and have a twofer. So just a suggestion there, it's really a 2-in-1, and I will show that to you. But this is what they look like up close. I'm going to pop one on. It is a straight post, which I find couldn't be simpler to put on. You do these without looking. You don't need a mirror. You don't need to get up close. You don't need a magnifying mirror. You don't need to struggle. I really, truly, these are one of the easiest earrings to put on, and no assistance needed. 1 click, well, 2 clicks technically, and you're done. They're locked, they're on, they're good to go. And that's what they look like from a little closer angle. So this is the big 410 diamond hoop that is spectacular. I love an oval because it's more elongating. So any hoop that has a great length to it is going to be elongating, but the ovals especially give you such a flattering style. Go ahead, Sean, what is it? Yeah. She did? Thank you for what? My pleasure. Oh, it's my pleasure, completely. This is just pure fun. It's just pure fun and hobby and game, right? Sharon, this is the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for shopping. Did she say she never misses a show? Really? Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. Thanks, Sharon. Enjoy your Savorites. Let's go back to the wheel here. Just want to show you again what these look like. That's awfully sweet. Thank you. Well, we appreciate that because, you know, it's a grind, and you know we're always here for you. So you know it's one of those where we appreciate when you can be here with us, keeping us company too. So we appreciate that, Sharon, and all of the rest of you who join us when you can. We really do appreciate it. Here's what they look like together. You can see the incredible matching white, yellow, rose gold. Well, we'll just give you value. Listen, I get it. These aren't exactly $100. I get it. There's lots of gold. There's lots of diamond weight. But I'll tell you, if you feel naked without an earring on, like I know I do, and I came in tonight, again, this isn't supposed to be on the show. These are not ever supposed to be shown on the air, actually, because we lose money when they sell at this point. It's just I was traveling all day and just got here, and I'd forgotten my earrings and, you know, wasn't traveling through airports all day with, you know, my big hoops on. So I forgot mine. I had to borrow these, and you know what? They're my go-to because they're the ones that give the big presents and show up when you guys are, you know, at home so many feet away, right? These are the ones that have the presence to them. They're light as a feather while still being great gold and great diamond weight, and yet really comfortable to wear and very elongating and flattering. And if you would like to have one of our inside out hoops, these are the ones to get if you like a little more dramatics, but they're not oversized. That's the thing. They're not an earring. You got to get into 3 and 4 inches if you really want that oversized drama. This is just that length that makes them so flattering. And the best part of all is the $99.99 price has changed. So you get a better value as we look at the 410. And I know that it would be wonderful to get these under $1,000 a carat, and we did. $4,100 is not your price tag. They're not even $39.99. I know they're not for everybody. Want to remind you we had the 336s earlier tonight. If you want to go 1 inch with a big diamond weight, that's where you go. If you want to go longer length with the big diamond weight, you go here. But they're not going to be 39 or 38 or 37 or 36. And when there's workmanship, and this is what not a lot of people understand when we look at jewelry, is that this doesn't have the same level of workmanship. And I know, boring, 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 because that's not sexy. It's not sexy to talk about workmanship or labor, because it's hard to envision what goes into making a pair of earrings like this unless you're doing it every day. What is sexy is gold weights and diamond weights and quality and sparkle and thinking about how you're going to feel when you wear them. That's the fun part of jewelry. The labor part of it is a big deal, and it needs to be said every so often because we don't do a lot of big diamond hoops like this. We have to say it. This is not the same labor as a ring. There are moving parts. There's a button mechanism. There's all these aspects that go into a hoop earring like this that don't happen with all the rest of the jewelry we bring. And so even though it's intangible and it's like you can't really necessarily put a dollar amount on it, there's a big deal and a lot to be said for the labor and the work that goes into creating this that is different from everything else we bring. And that is a fact. And so that has to be something that's considered when you think about value on an earring that is not going to be $3,500 either. So we're going to take it even lower. This is just one big value for just somebody who wants a dramatic, lovely, but again, still wearable diamond earring. We're going to make them 30, skip $34.99 too. Let's just go even lower. First call, and then we're going to get to a lot of brand new, including the big yellow diamond piece we have that is so over the top, but who knows where that's going to be priced. Let's make this $33.99, and that's it. That's going to be it. And then we've got our big Panther styles. I still have more Panther pieces to show you, by the way, that we have not presented in full. And we did have a really, really special look, just in case you joined us a little bit later in the show. Here are the 336s we had earlier that are also going to be in that, well, actually, even lesser price point. This is going to be the larger way to go your diamond hoop, as far as larger individual stones, but smaller diameter. And those are only $26.99. So if you want to get 336 in diamonds that are huge, I still think that those are two of our leaders in value. Honestly, it's a bit bigger deal to get the big stones for that $26.99 price tag here. And we have one pair left. So those are 14 points individually, and that's 336 total weight. And those are less money. That's not the way it should work. Actually, those should be less money, not these. These are tonight. So keep that in mind. $33.99 for the back, which is the oval. And then we've got only $26.99 if you want to go for the 1 inch diameter, which has 336 in diamonds. So there are hoops of the day. And we're going to get to some Panther designs. We've got the big yellow diamond coming up. And then we have, well, there is a Congolese emerald cut as well. If you have requests, get them in because we're down to last 45 minutes now of the show, so not a lot of time remaining, that's for sure. And there's one turquoise necklace. I know that was something we needed more of on Thursday. So here's the turquoise necklace that we have for you. Look at that new design. Kind of a hexagon shape around the oval bezel. So that's awfully pretty. So we've got plenty to show you, but it's yellow diamond time. Brand new style. I came on the air tonight to tell you all one thing, that there was a Tanzanite that was in the signature mounting, which hopefully has gotten its home. And now we have the most important yellow diamond look that we've created. Now I've had yellow diamonds that have been up to $50,000 sold on this show. Now, a lot of you may not remember those. They were several years ago when we had 4 carats and 3 carats pretty consistently. This is the most important style since then, and it looks for all the world like one of those multi-tens of thousands of dollar pieces, but it's not. And that is because new inventive design to go around that traditional 1 carat center that we love, that we all have grown so accustomed to these big values in yellow diamonds. But the difference is this. We have a new mounting. Let me move all the hoops aside and bring this one out to play because it's a moment and it really does, for the world, look like that is the 4 carat yellow diamonds of old. without having the expense. And I get it, not a lot of people are going to recollect that because it was so many years ago. Some of you were not TVON viewers back then. This is that look because a center stone that is still huge at 1 carat exactly has got that halo. It doesn't stop there though. It's not just about, we've seen diamond halos and yellow diamonds before. We've seen that. That's not the end game. What's so important here is that you have a 1 carat rectangular cushion cut. I have been hoping and pleading that is there anything else in the rectangular cushions, because you've all heard me say it. Listen, I just say it like it is. The square cushion cuts give you a smaller look. They do. They just do. And the rounds do as well. So for those of you that have reached out over the years and have said, I would really like a yellow diamond, don't have an unlimited budget or unlimited funds, which very few of us do, right? And for those of you that have said, how do I maximize my dollar? How do I stretch my dollar? How do I really, really make the most of my budget? Well, one of my recommendations is get one of our 1 carats, but look to shapes like the rectangular cushion and the ovals, because that's what gives you more like a 1.5 carat or 2 carat look with still having a 1 carat actual weight. Now, how does that work? Because the rounds tend to look a little bit smaller. The cushion cut squares tend to do the same because it's logical, right? The way that they're shaped, the way that they're cut. So it doesn't give you necessarily a huge look. When you get into rectangular cushions or ovals, the elongation of that cut is what plays the trick of the eye that allows it to instantly look bigger. I could have a 1 carat square cushion sitting next to this 1 carat rectangular cushion, and you would think that you were looking at double the size here. And that's the beauty of it. But you're still getting a 1 carat, so you're not paying a 2 carat price. That really is the key. That's the trick. That's how you find value. So here we go. Item number is, it's a brand new ring right here, right now. It's a 112. It's 4643 is your number here. This is going to be a little bit wild. And all I can say is, well, we got to break down what's going on around it, because that's what's building it up to be this incredible larger ring. It's 1 carat in the VS cushion cut center. It has a 31-point yellow diamond halo around that. And then you're getting 115 of white diamonds that don't just include the basic round brilliance. Obviously, you see those. They're in just about everything we do. Here's where you've got a gigantic princess cut, one on each side, east and west. And you see that that's really what gives the 3-stone look, which I don't even know where you'd get a 3-stone look on its own for a price tag like what I'm about to do. So get ready, because here's what's happening. Total diamond weight on this one is going to be 246 in your diamonds. Loving that. And then we just need a caller and a home for it. That's all we're looking for tonight. And if you know any of the last 2 hours and 20 minutes, you know it's been all about value. Take a look at the inside, how we finish it. You've got a continuation of diamonds even down the outer edge sides there. That bright, screaming, just neon yellow, couldn't be better. What are we doing? The first thing that you need to do is see this on my hand before you evaluate anything else. You have to see it on the hand. Don't make any judgments until you see it that way, because you can't fully appreciate everything. And I have had thousands of yellow diamonds on this show. Thousands of them. Thousands. And they all tend to look kind of like the same, right? This one does not. Come over and take a look at it on the hand, and we're going to see something here. Boom. That is high-end, super elite level, major size to this ring. 246? Look at the look, though. That is one of the more major mountings we've ever created as a platform for a yellow diamond. And just that center stone inherently, based on the cut, is going to look bigger. So here's what we're going to do. We've got a $19,999 price tag. I'm going to wow you right now with this one. And we're going to get it at home just like we've done now. It hasn't been easy and it hasn't been quick. But we are eventually getting all these pieces at home tonight, and that's all that matters. It's taken a lot of discounting. We've lost a lot of money to do it, but we've got another 38 minutes to do just that on premier pieces like this. High-end, major, not the typical, not the basic, something new for you. That's what we're looking at right now. And it's not going to be $19,999 or anything like that, because that's going to be a lovely way to just say, okay, let's just look at it. We're not here to just admire from afar. We want this at your home in the next few days for you to wear. in your size. Now in this one, there's no gold color change, it stays as is. So there's no option to make on gold. It's just about what size do you need. It stays as is, you get your 246, it's delivered like that, but ready to wear. So the question is this, how low can she go? How low do we need to go to get it a home when it's not gonna be $99.99? And I have sold a number of rings here for $10,000 and more in yellow diamonds, and they didn't even look like this. They didn't have the size, they didn't have the presence, they didn't have the gold weight. This is really, truly upgraded. It's another higher level piece like we don't typically see. And it's not $99.99. Let me know if you like it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this really, really easy for you. It's not going to be $10,000. I'm going to put it on the auction block. It's the only way to get this job done. Because otherwise, I got to stay at $89.99 is my rock bottom lowest. Can't go any lower than that. Let's take it even lower right now. Take a look. Yes? The item number is 4643. Uh-oh. It's right up there and it's right on my bag. So I don't know if it doesn't come up, we are going to have an issue. Wait a minute, it's a good issue. Jess, is it not coming up under 4643? Perfect. Oh my gosh, this is great. Well, I just said I was going to start an auction. Hey guys, I got some good news. Thanks to apparently a little computer problem, the item number is not even coming up. You just live here in studio, customer service coordinator. What is your official title over there? Is it boss of the phone bank? Is it like phone bank boss? I don't know. Point is, she just said that number's not coming up, so you did something wrong, Lolo, and nope, that's what I got. So you know what? Beautiful thing. What is supposed to start at $7,500 in auction, I can do whatever the heck I want because this is not even in our system because of some, who knows, computer error. So here's what we're going to do. True story, this is giving me my out. It's giving you your in. You are so in and so golden on this value that's about to happen because I get to ignore everything. If this isn't in our computer system right now, I can get away with doing whatever I need to do. So you don't need to worry about spending $75,000 or $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 or not even $4,000. We're going to make this real simple and easy. Not $4,000, all thanks to, this is exactly, this made my day. This is exactly what I needed today. And if you just did something bad, if you just deleted back there, then thank goodness. Because you know why? I got to do something dramatic here, and we can't even do $4,000 to start. How about this? I need to get this one home, and we're going to find that way to do it. And this is the opening in. And you know that so many of you have asked, maybe do you have, the thing is we don't have a lot of ovals or cushion cuts. We don't. You usually have to settle for the square cushions and the rounds, and that's not going to give you the big look. Here's how you get it. Instead of $4,000, instead of $3,500. That's a lot of ring. You know, I was on a plane today on my Wi-Fi trying to pass the time, right? Hours and hours and just trying to pass the time. And I'm looking at gold bangles on a designer site. This is what I was doing. Again, I told you I can't escape the jewelry. I was feeling jewelry deprived is what I was feeling. Having been away from you guys for a couple of days just to, you know, get away for a family event, I was feeling a little deprived. So I'm literally looking at gold pieces, and why is it that gold bangle after bangle after bangle after bangle are $16,000 for a plain gold bangle with not a diamond in it? The state of today's fine jewelry world is different. And what we're doing right now is giving you a ring that truly, I cannot stress this enough, this would be a six-figure ring, an investment if you were shopping anywhere besides right here. If you're talking about light grade and quality, which hopefully you are, because I know you want quality. This is not $3,500. It's like nothing to spend on a ring like this. And yet we're not doing $35 either because we don't have an open, and Sean, you're not on this one, right? So instead of $35, instead of $3,000, I'm going to go even lower and we're going to make this happen. And somebody is going to have their day made, their collection made. And this is only because, hey, that item number isn't even in the system, so we can do this. We can get away with this. We'll just take a hand order and call it a day and sell it under cost, which the computer wouldn't even let us do. And we have no open at $3,000 either on this incredible ring. Please take a look again on my hand because that really is the difference maker. I know up close, you can't tell the difference between this and a 50-point diamond ring. It's when it's on the hand that you see the size, the scale, the perspective that is so important here, and we are not going to ask. I've had a number of yellow diamond rings honestly, and I have a very I think it's just from being in the business a long time, you start to really appreciate the good stuff. And what you have, even if you start with really kind of high-end taste to begin with, when you're around it all the time and your expectations grow, do you find this at home too, where you just, as you're exposed to more and more of better jewelry, your taste tends to graduate up higher and higher levels? Is like your taste becomes, you have a more expensive taste as time goes on because you've seen the good, you know the better, you know the good stuff. That's what happens. The more you're around good jewelry, the more you're gravitating towards it, and the more you want that better quality, and you want to graduate up and strive for better and strive for bigger, and that's what we're allowing you to do here. But the price tag is going backwards, completely backwards, and it's not going to be $3,000. We have someone verifying, and I want to get more than one caller. I've had no auction success tonight, none. And on this one, I want to get a lot of people on the phone lines. Let's not even go $3,000 with a $10 increment, by the way. We're not going to ask for $3,000. How about $2,900? And I promise you this, when you get into this cushion cut, you get a much bigger than 1 carat look. You just do. It's not going to be $2,900 because I'm still struggling to get an open, and we have got to get this $20,000 ring that was supposed to be $9,000, that then was supposed to be $7,500 to open. But when I found out the item isn't in the system, this is what the end result is. Better value, further discounting, and no, it does not have to be even $2,900 to open. Let's get it going. We got to move this one to somebody. Somebody's got to get it. I would prefer to have a lot of people on the phone lines, get a lot of competition in, see where it goes, but instead we're just going to go here, $2,800 to get this one started. A small investment to make on a lifer of a ring that is a pure, true collectible. This is the heirloom piece in the making. This is the piece that is in the family forever. This is the piece that lasts far beyond our own years, that is truly all natural yellow, not treated in any way, no irradiation, no heating, no nothing. This is what it's all about. This is how you go high level. And the kind of ring that costs 6 figures out in retail, if you're choosing the same quality, the same amazing quality. You don't want to give up. You don't want to go to that lab-grown world yet. You're not ready to go to the treated stones. This is how you get quality. $2,800 to start. We have 30 minutes left. If we stay on this for the next 30 minutes, it's whatever we've got to do to make sure that this value is more than just something you see, but something you own, that you can take advantage of, that you can really, truly appreciate by getting it home, seeing what this is all about, wearing it, enjoying it, showing it to a friend and saying, look what I just got. $60 seconds. Then we'll move on. We got some Panther pieces to share. Turquoise coming up. Mandarin garnet. There is a gorgeous private collection Mandarin. That's kind of nice. Some wheels, some Tanzanites, any of your requests. Recaps, we can do that as well. But here we are, embarking on a new month here together with a beautiful stone that looks like this on the hand. Got to try it on one more time. And it's here. $2,800 for a gigantic, and maybe that's the thing, could be a little oversized compared to what some people are looking for, may not be for everybody, but usually in the world of diamonds, we're all tend to be striving to get more, not less, and when that happens sometimes, unfortunately, it usually gets way outside the budget, and that's why a lot of people don't end up with really big yellow diamonds. If it was possible, we'd all have one. If they were commonplace, we'd all have them. They'd all be affordable. They're not. That's what drives that price. Now, are you thinking about this one, Wayne? Do you have an open on this one? Who is it? Are they thinking about it? Okay. Who is it? Eugene. Do you have the open? Okay. I just got word it's official. We have the open. So we do have the open. And all, what's that? That's it? Okay. I thought you made a hand signal to me. I didn't know if that meant no, I don't. Okay. We do. We have the open. Eugene's got the open at $2,800. There's only one bidder. All that drive and that need to hopefully get a lot of people didn't happen. But it's not too late yet. We're at $2,800. Now it gets real serious because this is the time where you know it's actually going to go. Can I bring this to you tomorrow? No, we're not here. Number one, Tuesdays, we don't have a show. So we go through our TV anonymous kind of thing, and we just have to suffer through Tuesday till Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And then Wednesday, maybe she'll have it then, since she couldn't sell it on Monday. Maybe by Wednesday we'll be back in the group. We can't have it on Wednesday. If it sells in the auction tonight, which now it will, 100% for sure, because we have the open, I can't bring it back. Not on Wednesday, not on Thursday, not in August, not next month, not next year, not ever. It's going to be gone. So now that increment becomes important. What is it? $10, $10 to potentially get you from casual observer and outsider to, oh my gosh, I'm in a winner. And that's what you should be. We all want to be winners. Win. But this is a bigger win than just, hey, I'm a sports fan, right? I love when my team wins. Nothing makes me quite happier. But you know what? This is a different kind of win. When you're saving thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars off the leader in value, which is TVON, and you've got a value like this, and you're not, again, obligated to keep it. You got to see it at home, see what it's all about, do all that. This is the moment to get in because we have got one bidder. And somebody thinking about, hey, Diana, nope, I'm at my lowest, Diana. Do not get me in any more trouble, Diana. Do not. They'll send me on permanent vacation. Don't do that. Although, I'll tell you, it was really nice. I really enjoyed getting away for a couple days. I really did. I think I get why people go on vacations now. I get it. I get it. I get it. My whole life, everyone's told me, just go on a vacation. Try it. Go see some family. I'll tell you, it was good for the soul. I've never felt better. I'm so happy. Just my heart is full. I got to see dear family and friends that I never see. It was great. So yes, take those vacations. But Diana, I can't be on a permanent one because, you know, peanut gotta eat. So here's the thing. I can't do 20. I'm literally getting a request now to go lower. I can't. We've got the open. And by the way, yellow diamonds in Hong Kong last week were $12,000 for the individual stone in the middle. That 1 carat cushion cut in the wholesale world, and by the way, the plane ticket costs more than $12,000 to get there. So once you spend all that money to get there, then you got to shell out $12,000 for the loose stone. Then you got to build it in a mounting like this one. Don't do it that way. People always say, if only I was, people tell me all the time, you're so lucky you're in the business, you can get a deal on anything. Not like this. You can sit at home with your feet up and pick up your phone and get a better deal than any of us can. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm in the biz, been in it for a long time. You can't get a better deal. And if I could go any lower, I would. Look where this started, Diana. 20 grand, went to 9,000, supposed to be 7,500 open. Now it's not. So we're at 28. We have the open. We're going to give it 2 minutes and send it out. So we have 25 minutes left to show. I got to come up with something else to show you. This is last call on the yellow diamond. It's 246 total weight, but it's all the difference maker in the world, I'm telling you, is the shape of that center. It's the shape of the center stone that makes the difference. Take a look. 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's see. Eugene's from where, by the way? Is he new or has he shopped with us before?
New.
Brand new. I just felt it. See, sometimes I can just sense it. Where is he calling from, may I ask? Or are we getting too personal for being just, you know, just having met?
From Illinois.
Yes, that's Illinois. Yes, that's Illinois. Wonderful. Wayne, all my family roots are in Illinois. All of my family roots, Illinois. So I'm a Midwestern girl by like heart and soul. I may have been like Southern California born, but all my heritage is in the Midwest. So I've got that Midwest core value thing with just the Southern California accent or something. But anyway, we've got 1:15 left till we sell it. I love that. So we've got Illinois in the house. What are you doing over there, Tim? Are you thinking about it? Are we verifying? We got 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Tell me if you're verifying, Jess. Tell me what's going on. Diana, thank you for understanding. She's like, I get it, I get it, I get it. She's just like, I'm just a thief out here. She's like, and that, by the way, is a former teacher of mine. So keep in mind. This is like true TVON family right here. We got Eugene, who's probably a distant relative. We got Diana, who taught me in elementary school how to type on a keyboard. I'm serious. Who wants me to go low, right? Like this is like the true TVON family experience right here. It is true. It is true. Some of us may have just met. Some of us have been shopping together for a long time, but the values are what stay true. That never ceases to amaze. And here it is one more time on the hand. Stays as far as you get both colors of gold, which is the natural way you want to see those stones set. You're going to choose your ring size. Do you want, now nobody says you have to wear it there. Nobody says you got to wear it on the left ring finger. You don't have to. You could. Here's what it looks like on a middle finger. I mean, might as well. They gave me a whole size 7 here. I might as well just try it on everywhere. So that's what it looks like on the middle finger. Let's also show it on the index finger as well. And then, look at this. How cool is that? So nice, isn't it? I actually love it on the index finger. I really like that. I don't know, there's something that's working about that. Yeah, just the balance of it, the fact it's wider all the way around. I mean, it starts with the double halo, but then the 2 big side princess cuts are amazing. The diamonds around that, continuing down the sides, that's pretty special. Do we have 2810? Because the clock is out. I've got 22 minutes. 2810, you got it? Yes, no? Stays as is, change, nope, no change of the gold color, but we'll change the size. Changing the ring size if you need us to. Sending it right out for free. That's amazing as well. 2810, you got it? Sold. Congratulations. Let's move. I have a platinum star ruby. It's gigantic. It's a carat 24. Look at how pretty this mounted. What is this reminding me of, though? The way this is like a scalloped design on the sides. It's all platinum. 4846 is the number. Thank you, operator, for taking a hand order on that for me, because, yep, that is... Usually computer snafus are a problem. That really helped me. That helped me out big time. So thank you, OIT people. Here we go, 4846, platinum 124 on the star ruby. It is 34 points, and that's it? It looks like more, doesn't it? Tapered baguettes, round brilliance, both going on the sides. It looks like a scroll, like a little, you know, back in the day. The important documents, right? The Declaration of Independence, like just a map, like a scroll like that. Hey, it's America's birthday coming up, so we can talk about that stuff, right? America's birthday on Thursday. We'll be here, by the way. We're not off. We're going to be here. 4th of July on a Thursday just doesn't seem right, but we're going to be here. We'll be here. So after your barbecue and your fireworks or your beach time, come on in and shop with us. We'll be here for you with the fireworks. But here's our star ruby with 34 points in diamonds. We'll blow it out real quick. This is one of the more important stones you can ever own because it's a phenomenal ruby. The ruby is still ruby at its core, but it's cabochon cut. And because it's got these little teeny tiny microscopic rutile needles inside, it's going to create that star. Not all rubies can do that. Only a very certain few can. So that's why it is a phenomena. Basically a stone that's doing something extraordinary with light. That's what it is. Now let me block a light here just for good measure so we can show you that's what to expect to see when it's at home. I just want to make sure you understand. 1 star per light source. We have 2 lights on it until I do this, when then there's only 1, and now that's what you can expect to see at home. 1 star, and you can see where the light is in perspective of the star. So that's why it can move with the light, right? So if the light is lower, it's lower. If it's higher, it's higher. That's the idea. It's not a it's not a stationary star. It's not fixed within the stone. It actually transitions through. So love that, but platinum solid all the way through. Let's take a look at it on the hand. Get you great value instead of $39.99. Here's what we'll do instead. That's what it looks like. So nice presence of pretty much side to side diamonds. I think it's lovely that it has the baguettes and the rounds with it together. That looks great. And it's not going to be $39.99 any longer. We got a last couple of minutes in the show. We're down to 20 minutes though. Not a lot of time. Let me know if you'd like this one. Blow it out. 19. You know what? Skip 19. Skip 18. 17, 16, 15. Let's blow it out. $14.99 on that one. Still have our diamond hoops here, by the way. Still have hoops. 2 different varieties of large diamond weights and hoops. I got to get to them. Wait. Excuse me, what is happening here? Okay, private collection Mandarin garnet, you're coming out. We have got a Mandarin garnet. I'm about to do the world's craziest Mandarin garnet discount ever. What in the world? Okay. I've heard a lot of you talk about Mandarin garnets in my many years of doing this. And a lot of people are not 100% sure how or if a Mandarin fits into their collection because they're really new and kind of fresh. But it's an expensive stone because it's rare. So sometimes it's one of those that's hard to just say, try it. Try it and see if you like it. I've never experienced something quite like this before, where truly this is going to be a moment where you can try it and see if you like it. The star ruby is here, I think. It's verifying right now. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to give this like 18 minutes of time just in case we need it. because ultimately, I've never seen a value like this. We're going to talk about solid gold still. Solid gold, it has VS diamonds, and in the center is not just a Mandarin. It's a private collection Mandarin garnet. It's also a fancy cut in that it's a roval. And we had a couple rounds the other day. I know on Thursday, actually Wednesday and Thursday of last week, we had some rounds. They were smaller, and they were very quick to go. We're about to show you the roval stone in a mounting. This is where, because this is the debate. This is a pretty new stone. It's one of the infant stones of the gem world because it was only discovered in 1991. Well, it's already gone. So a lot of people have not been exposed to it because it's not really in retail. It's not everywhere you go shop for jewelry. So a lot of people always say, I'd love to try it. I'm not sure if I'll like it because it's a really bright neon, like super cool color. But people don't know, and then they debate because it's usually a more expensive stone because it's already mined out. It's so rare. So a lot of people can't justify spending thousands of dollars to try it. This is the day you try it and see if it works for you. Look at this stone. Yes, go ahead. Turquoise necklace, you got it. We'll do it next. You got it. Who's that for? Sheila will show it next. This is the private collection Mandarin garnet. It is item number 1124817. It is in any gold your heart desires, white, yellow, or rose. Diamonds. Roval. Stone carat weight, let me tell you all about it. This will not last, so come on in. It's a 60-point private collection Mandarin. I have found that most everybody who's ever gone on a limb and tried Mandarin garnet falls in love with it. It's one of those stones that's so distinctive and doesn't look like anything else. It generally is one of those instant magnetic compliment getters. And it makes you feel good to look down, and to me, it's a happy color. Like it's like a yellow diamond. It's a happy color. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's neon, it's bold, it's different. And it just feels like a little bit of dopamine in a stone, right? It feels like endorphins. It feels like there's an energy that transfers from the stone to your soul. And there's just a fun nature about it, but it's a serious stone. And so I'd love for you to try it. And putting it up there for $39.99 and saying, well, here's a really good stone, private collection, try it for $4,000 is not really feasible. But what I'm about to do is we're going to try it on the hand here because this is a really pretty detailed mounting as well. Lots of milgrain, lots of pave, looks great. Looks great from every angle, really fabulous idea, right? Here it is on the hand. It can be in any gold you want. Most people are just going to assume it's an orange diamond because it's sparkling so. I have got good news for you. It's going to be lighting up our phone lines here any minute. That I can guarantee on the slowest Monday night I've ever experienced. You know what? That's only to be expected. Here's the thing. This is going to light up our lines. Solid gold, Mandarin, diamonds, and all the extras we always do. Because it's not $4,000. What if we take it under $1,000 and give you what is a wider band of gold? Lots of detailed milgrain, diamond pave work, etc. Do I have a diamond weight? 21 points. I do. It'd probably be better if I just didn't even tell you about them because then I could get away with something, but I'm going to do it anyways. And Sean, what did you just pick up? Did you just get something special? Oh, really? The congales from earlier? Thank you for letting me know. I won't recap that. That's good. Here's what I'm going to do instead of $1,000. Or $9.99. I told you, this is like a grand finale with 14 minutes left. If it lasts the 14 minutes, great. I don't think it will. Because it's not going to be $9.99. We're going to light up the phone lines. And if there was ever a moment where I could truly say try it, it's this moment. It's not going to be $9.99. And reminder, we don't do plated. This is not vermeil. This is solid gold. It's solid gold. This is not a plating or a mystery metal. It's not bronze that's coated with a micron of gold. Solid gold, white, yellow, or rose gold, and it is not going to be $9.99. What is going on here? Well, this is where I really passionately want everybody who can to experience a Mandarin garnet. I really, really, truly believe that in my heart and soul. I want you to try it. It's not $888. It's not $799. It's not $777. It's in your size. I ship it to your doorstep for free. This is all the things we love. And yet there is a value happening that I have never witnessed because Mandarin was discovered in 91. It was a few short years later, it was completely gone. We are now in 2024, all kind of like gem nerds and gem collectors all fighting to get some material that's high quality, and there's just not a lot of it out there. And now we're up here saying this is plucked from the private collection of ownership. It's been in the ownership's collection since the early 90s, and now we are giving it away on live TV on a Monday night. Welcome to TVON. It's not going to be $777. It's not. This is going to really, truly blow your mind. And that's what I'm here to do. Hopefully every show. There's that element, but today especially, and with 12 minutes left in the show, it's pretty much go time. And we'll still get to that turquoise necklace, I promise you that. But if you want to try this, and again, that sounds crazy. Try isn't trying something I do at the big box store when they're handing out samples of hot dogs in rolls, like that's on a toothpick. That's trying something. Am I doing that with fine jewelry? Am I sampling fine jewelry? This is where you try it, because I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love with it. You're going to fall in love with it. And you're going to still think back to how much did I spend to get that really, really rare gem, that exotic stone in that gorgeous mounting? How little did I have to spend to get that into my possession to gift it? January birthstone, by the way, it's a garnet, so it's part of that fam. It's not going to be $699 either. And this is a good deal of gold, finished meticulously, detailed, mill grain. That's not easy to do. Diamonds, pave, it's not $777. It's not $699. I know something's going awry here. This is what we love about it. The value is here. It is spot on, incredible value. Try it if you can. I really think that you're going to love it. And listen, end of the world is, it's not. You send it back if you don't, but you're getting a deal if you do. And that's the whole point. It's not $699. We are truly going all out on this ring. Try it. You'll love it. I'm going to go even lower. I know I shouldn't do it, but it's the end of the night. And you know what? This is my thank you for staying with us. I know it's a weeknight. I know it's a big holiday week. I know it's July. I know it's the dog days of summer. I know we haven't been shopping for the last few days, but you know what? This is the thank you for being here at the end of a night when I'm going to say, let's try to get a little more jewelry out the door. And because it is that time, I'm going to go. Sean, don't sell it yet. Don't even think about selling it yet. I am going lower. He's like, she has lost her mind today. I don't know what she did or where she was. It's like she was up in Oregon, maybe wearing Crocs, learning how to throw axes. And I was. And I was. I saw a cow for the first time in my life, and I learned how to throw an axe. I really did, and I did wear Crocs. So something has happened to me. Something has happened to me. And I am truly bringing it right here to, it's true, it happened. I have video and photographic evidence of it, which someday, if you're really nice, we'll probably have Tony show it to you. But it's not $699. Let's make it $599 for that ring. I had to wear the Crocs to throw the axe. I had to. I couldn't wear my open-toe stilettos to throw axes around. So you had to wear the Crocs. Anyway, so that's how that goes. But $599, and I don't own any. I know. So here we go. $599. Let's do it. That's it. Last chance, last call. Give it 60 seconds, Tony, and then we'll send it out. Yeah, it was a different kind of weekend. It was a different kind of thing. Yes. Take it if you love it. And then we got to show turquoise by request. We got to get the turquoise in here. We got to get the turquoise necklace in here that I flashed. We love the idea of a turquoise necklace with chain. So we'll do that. 40 seconds, though. I don't have another ring in the inventory that is $599 for the record. Certainly not one with diamonds and Mandarin garnet out of the private collection. We have 30 seconds left to look at that one. My goodness. 25 seconds. Let's go. And then we've got the turquoise coming up. Free chain. You got it. Diamonds in the chain. You got it. Reminder, we did have a ruby earlier if you missed it. If you were a little late to the party today and you tuned in thinking, what have I missed today? Something interesting is going on. We did have a ruby and diamond necklace with a diamond chain for $399 too. We did. We sure did. We had a beautiful Burma ruby special to kick off July. I want to show you the turquoise that we have now because I want to make sure we have enough time to show it to you, answer your questions. Call me if you like the Mandarin. I know we're still busy on the lines. We can't get anyone through. So it's probably a variety of requests, recap requests, and also waiting for the turquoise coming up now. Take a look at this. This is my turquoise pendant. It is large. It has diamonds spaced in all the corners, basically, of this hexagon shape of millgrain around a turquoise oval bezel set. Item number on this one, 1124492, and it comes with a diamond double bezel diamond chain. So you get the 2 diamonds bezel set in the chain. Yes. What's that? Yes, it does. It tapers in the back, go true to size. Yeah. And here we go with our Sleeping Beauty 516. Item number is 4492. Comes in the yellow gold only. Yellow gold only. We're just about out of time. Actually, I don't know if this is, oh, there we go. Perfect. It actually does what it's supposed to do right there. So we've got this turquoise. It's a 516, but I've got a diamond. Wait, I'm just going to zoom back a bit. There's an interesting, nice little, kind of like a rope texture. It's like a tightly wound rope texture to the very outside edge. It's 7 points in diamonds, yellow gold only. Great looking pendants, got the drop, got the length. I'll measure that for you. The chain is adjustable. Even has a lobster claw closure, and it does have the 3 different lengths. Boy, this has just got it all. It's deluxe. Every which way. Take a look at that on the hand. That's what it looks like. There are the 2 diamonds. You see them on each side. Or you can put them however you wish. Here's the length of the pendant itself. The drop from the bail to the very, very base is a little more than an inch. It's about 1 1/8 inches there from top to bottom. I'll try it on the neckline. That'll give you a better idea. And it's yellow gold only. And yes, you get the chain for free. By the way, here's the adjustability spring. It's not a spring ring. It's a lobster claw. So it's an upgrade to the spring ring with the 16, 17, and 18-inch lengths available for you. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Look at that. Great look, isn't it? And of course, you got to have a turquoise because it goes with everything. And we're not just bringing any turquoise, but that Sleeping Beauty variety that we love so much because it's the best. It's the very, very best out there in the world. So you can wear it here, here, or here, all with that same fabulous chain. And it's going to be $999, chain included with it for free. So you get the chain for free. You get this gorgeous, gorgeous size of that stone at 5 carats plus. And it is just sensational for a value like that. So started at $38.88 actually, and now it's $9.99. So let's take another close-up look at it real quick before we go. And it's got a good size bail. So yes, if you wanted to maybe transfer this chain out and use your diamonds by the yard or anything that's got a little bit heavier gauge to it, you certainly can. That bail is plenty size to accommodate a lot larger chain as well. It's just a, again, personal preference thing, or maybe just want to change it by the day, change up, switch up the look a little. You've got those options. So we still have our star ruby, still have our big Tanzanite pendant. Our Cuprian, I've got to show you a couple recaps here in our last 5 minutes. Remind you that we still have the Panther style design. It was a reversible style of Panther necklace. We also have the ruby drops. I've got a couple of things I want to recap for you really quickly that you may have missed earlier. Don't forget, $5.99 for the Mandarin. I think it's still here. Very important Mandarin garnet value at $5.99. Let's take a look, though, at our quick recap. I've got ruby earrings that are drops that are very important. These are the ruby lever back styles. I love that. Take a look. We'll just move on. Let me know if you want the turquoise. Here are the rubies. This is the ruby weight that's going to give you 73 points in Burma rubies with the 2 different diamonds above each one. Those are baguettes and rounds. And that earring, by the way, is $599 for the pair. And then we also had a couple of our key rings here were earlier. This is the lime green neon Paraiba. It's a 279 stone. It's under $2,500. It's $24.99. And then I also have this designer style with these fancy diamonds in large sizes. And it's right here. Take a look at that. That has the yellows, the champagnes, the white diamonds as well. 5 bigger stones in pear shapes and marquise, plus white diamonds between. That's set in platinum. That piece is under $2,000. It's $19.99 for the left side of your screen. So these were fully presented earlier in the show. Just wanted to let you know they are still here, unless otherwise tell me. But look at how beautiful. The ruby earrings are $5.99, so very affordable to get that lever back ruby drop earring. Then, of course, the multiple colors of diamonds that are bigger stones in platinum on the left, under $2,000. And then, of course, your fabulous lime green tourmaline Not in real life, Pam, no. I'm a city girl, born and raised Southern California, LA. So no, not in real life, no. So there we go. Yeah, so here we are. Yes, yes, true, Pam. So here we go. And there's our lime green tourmaline, which is going to be $279. Copper bearing Paraiba, and that's going to be 53 points in the double halo. So again, everything on this wheel is $24.99 or less, and the earrings $5.99. That's an incredible value, and we highlighted them today because being July, celebrating the ruby for the birthstone for the month of July, which of course just began. And look at that beautiful diamond ring. All those collectible diamonds as well. That one's $19.99, and they're all under $2,500. So great value there. Let me know if we have any questions. I also have the Panther piece. This one is the brooch in the white gold, and just look at that. That beautiful high style. That is an incredible designer piece, all beautifully satin finished with the big ruby as the eyes, then of course all the burnished bigger diamonds. I'll get that one under $2,500 as well if you like it. $24.99 for that gigantic Panther, Jaguar, whatever you want to call it. It's really assorted, and somebody will correct me on that. But take a look at the size of that brooch. It's just a brooch, but you can wear it obviously any which way you would like to. There's a pin that runs east to west behind it, and that's all done in solid 18 karat white gold. So that's a beautiful piece, $24.99. Just want to show that to you. Reminder, we're not with you on Tuesdays, no show on Tuesdays, but we will be back on Wednesday night at 7. So I hope you'll join us and have a blast with us. Of course, it'll be the 3rd of July. So we'll be kicking off a big celebration. Of course, lots to celebrate this week. Independence Day, America's birthday, summertime in full swing. So I hope you can join us and stop in and pop by and enjoy the great savings we'll have for you as always, and a lot of new jewelry. So just a reminder, no Tuesday show, but Wednesday night, Thursday night, we're back at 7. That's a Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central time, 10 p.m. Eastern. So just a reminder for all of you who feel like you can't get enough. If you need more shopping, more fine jewelry, we've got it all on the way for you this week. So keep that in mind and let me know, because $19.99 for the left side of your screen, $599 for the earrings that are centered up there. And then, of course, that really special Paraiba. It's a 3-carat nearly Paraiba that is done in that stunning double halo, and that's actually under $2,500. You cannot get a 3-carat Paraiba for even $3,000 per carat. So this is under $2,500 for the whole darn stone, and with the double halo set in gold. So that's a really important Paraiba in that bright lime green. I know we have not been able to keep those in stock as of late, so highly recommend that one if you're looking for a big value, and just for the sake of the clock there, we'll move them over. So again, $19.99, $5.99, $24.99 for that Paraiba. Let me know which one you like. We're in our last minute of broadcasting tonight. Do join us on Wednesday. We would love to have your company. I hope to see you then at 7 o'clock. Be here right at the start, because you know how we start with those big values, and then keep them going for 3 big hours. And have a wonderful Tuesday too. If you're on the go or traveling for the big holiday week ahead, please be safe. Do so safely, and we look forward to seeing Wednesday at 7 and Thursday. Yes, we will be here on the 4th of July celebrating with our TVON family, so we would love to see you Wednesday and Thursday for the holidays. So that's going to be all to come this week, and a lot of great jewelry on the way, and a lot of brand new. So make sure you join us for all of that, and thanks again for being with us. And call me. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air, so we can continue to help you out, answer questions, or place orders for you as well. So do not hesitate to call us. We'll be here for you, same phone number. And thanks again from all of us at TVON. We wish you a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you right back here on Wednesday night at 7.